Welcome to Doodle Day. It's kind of late. It's me, Trent, and Savannah. Say hi.
Oh, I'm sorry. I thought you said it's me, Trent, and Savannah. And
No.
I was like,
No.
wrong. Hi, hello. Oh, I'm sorry. I was.
No, you're
Had
so
a lot of
fine.
reverb on that.
No, we're good. We're in good shape. And hello, the Amber Dyess.
Hi.
How are you?
I'm doing well, thank you.
Great. I'm so glad that you could join us.
Me too. I was excited when you asked me. Then I was like, I'm not funny, so.
We think you're hilarious.
Thanks.
Savannah, could you move the cursor out of the way?
Yes, I'm sorry. Look at that intro, everyone.
Quaint.
Enjoy. Please enjoy. Sorry. Do you mind if I post that with the link to my
Yeah,
story?
okay, go
Okay.
ahead.
Yeah, I'm doing my advertising bit right
Doing
now.
the plug-in.
Doing the plugin.
Oh, I can do that too.
Yeah.
I've never
Yeah.
linked anything on Snapchat. Does Snapchat still do the things when it's like badges and trophies? Is that still a thing?
I don't know. I think possible. Possible. Let me put it up here. Oh yeah, I'm beautiful. I'm great at Snapchatting.
Did you bring me here?
Did you wake me up?
Did you wake me up? Did
So
you
funny.
rub my lamp?
It is time. That's all I'm gonna say.
It is time.
It is time.
So it's 9:03, which means Saturday Night Live is airing right now. And
Why do we have to start it off with Elon Musk?
well, well, it's pressing because we have Dogecoin up. Actually, Dogecoin's down, but Dogecoin should be up. I'm scared. I am going to sell at 90 cents. I've decided
What's it at now?
66.
So if
but
it spikes
it's
30 cents, you're gonna
Yes.
sell it.
Yep.
That's good. That's a good investment because you're gonna make a lot of money that way, and that's probably at that point too much to lose.
Well, and then everyone's going to laugh at me whenever whenever it reaches $10. They're like, you could have.
Here's what you need to do. You need to sell at 90, and then you take $20 of that and you reinvest it for whatever that is, and then when it hits $10, you'll have a really big amount once again. But it's
See,
not as gambly that way.
You've told me that a lot, right?
Yeah. Yeah, I know my stocks. Not really. I don't really know.
You know your stocks?
Yeah.
Amber, are you interested in stocks at all? Is that your thing?
Not really. My brother went to school for business. And
Really?
he was like, well, he dropped out, but that's a different story.
Yeah. No.
LOL. Are you, Corey? But when he was a freshman, he told me a lot about them. And not my thing. I think I get lost in the numbers too much. And then
Yeah.
I'm like, I don't know what these mean.
I can't believe I picked a hobby that's just my job.
Yeah.
That was not a wise decision on my part.
I mean, I guess it's a good preparatory. It's not your only hobby. It's not like it's your only hobby.
Did you wake me up?
Did you wake me up?
Did you bring me here?
So, Amber.
Yeah.
Wait. Okay. I think I know what you're about to say. You're about to say what I think you're about to say?
Go ahead.
Okay.
Whatever I was going to say, you can say.
Savannah and I were thinking, and we were like, man, we need to start thinking of questions to ask Amber. And because, you're an interesting person. Mm-hmm. And
Very much so.
we were looking for stuff to talk about. And what it boiled down to, and there's no real other question that can sum it up exactly what we want to know, other than, what's your deal?
Oh.
We thought about starting it off immediately that way.
What's your deal?
Just like,
Did you bring me
welcome, Amber. What's your deal?
I don't know.
What's
I
the
don't know
scoop?
what my deal is.
But like in a good way.
Yeah.
Because
You got a lot of deals. What's
Yeah.
the scoop, Amber? Tell us what
give
the
us
scoop
a
is.
scoop.
Like recently? Oh god,
Yeah.
just like generally about myself.
Yeah.
Sure, whatever you want the scoop to be.
Um
The ice cream scoop. Your computer is huffing and puffing.
You know, that's what happens when you get, what is this, an Intel? Something like that. No, it's a Dell.
It's a Dell, but it has an Intel
Dell.
processor.
Yeah, this is a Dell. Don't.
Adele.
A Dell. It's a 7-year-old Dell, actually.
Oh
so,
goodness.
ooh, she's really huffing and puffing.
Back to your scoop.
Oh yeah, my scoop. Recently, not much has been happening in the world of me. I'm thinking, actually, I really don't know. My birthday's
That's right.
coming up. It's,
Right around the corner.
1 week and a day.
Yes, it's
Yeah.
a week from Mother's Day. Shout out to all the moms out there.
Go moms.
Yeah, moms. But yeah, I'm gonna finally be 21 with you guys, and I don't have to
Yeah.
already be DD.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that's nice.
That's exciting.
Someone
DD.
else can have a
Doodle Day.
shot. Yeah, Doodle Day.
Doodle
is
Day.
What that meant. Yeah.
That's awesome.
Yeah. Oh, I've
Thank-
been working out recently.
Yeah. Oh,
That's
in
great.
that. Yeah.
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 We don't have to talk about
All right.
Thursday sucked. Thursday,
Yeah.
I kind of got pushed out of the gym.
Yeah.
But
I've-
whatever.
I've been there before. It
It's-
sucks. I'm
Yeah,
sorry.
it does suck. But I was like, you know what? We got on that treadmill. We cranked it for about 10 minutes, and then I was like, I'm done.
Mm-hmm.
But
What's your favorite exercise to do?
I'm an elliptical kind of person.
Yeah.
I really like elliptical because I used to be an athlete way back when I was in middle school, a little bit of high school, but mainly middle school. I ran track, and one time at our home meet at my stadium, I was running one of the relays, and I turned a sharp corner. Not sharp, you know how tracks are, they're not sharp, but I turned the corner weird, and I pretty much blew out both of my knees.
Wow.
Oh my gosh.
It hurt so bad. Like, your body can't remember pain, but sometimes it's like, I remember that. But it was right before I handed off the baton as well. And as soon as it was out of my hand, I fell to the track.
Oh,
I
man.
just cried. And I was like 12, 13, and I was like, good golly. So I had to suffer through. I ran the rest of my races. I think I had 2 more races after that,
Yeah.
which was cool. My parents were like, good, what are we going to do with you? And I was like, no, just give me some Advil, like, I'll be fine.
Yeah.
And then I went to the doctor. They're like, bro, you sprained your knees. Your knees are
Sprained.
gone. I was like, I don't have knees anymore. So then I just had really bad knees from that point on. So when I was in high school, yeah, I don't know if your high schools were like that, but my high school was really big on like squats, like
Yeah.
squat bars,
Yeah.
everything.
Power clean too.
Yeah. I love power clean, but squats I always struggled with because of my knees. I always had to wear knee braces, but one time my knees buckled under me, which is common if you're doing squats incorrectly or not taught correctly how to do it, or you're maxing out, which my school did that like once a month for some reason. And I was like, I don't care what my max out is. Like, I just wanna be strong.
Yeah.
So I guess, wow, this is my deal right now. I'm all the way back in like my athlete days. But
You're still an athlete.
yeah, I guess. But my knees buckled under me, and it was like the same kind of pain that I had on that track.
Oh my gosh.
It hurt so bad.
Yeah.
And then I was like, I'm done. I can't do squats. And I went to the doctor again, and they're like, you cannot do squats anymore. Like, that is something, like, I can do it now. Like, no weight, no shoulder weight, really. Like,
Yeah.
the other day I just held weight in front of me and was able to squat.
Like a medicine ball kind of.
Yeah. Which it wasn't hard. And whenever I do workouts like that, I have to take it easy. But back on to why I like the elliptical is because it's easy on the knees. I feel like it's easier because, I don't know, treadmills are harsh
Yeah.
in
Yeah.
some ways. They like
It's impact.
hurt. Yeah, I
Yeah,
guess.
that's I had the same issue, but with a different area of my body. I have a hip issue.
Can I pause for just a second?
Okay, yeah, go right ahead.
I'm sorry.
No, it's okay. What's up?
Thomas is here.
Good morning, Thomas.
Good morning, Thomas. I miss you. It's been too long, buddy.
He stopped by, and I'll tell the story about Thomas here in a second. But
We were actually just talking about having Thomas on the show at some point.
yeah,
Yeah.
he'd be
Does
the
that
best
mean
guest.
Yeah, he'd be
Thomas
super cool.
can come to the apartment and hang out with us
Ooh.
I
for
think
a
so.
day.
Thomas,
Yes,
are you
please.
vaccinated? You better be.
You can only say
Get
yes.
vaccinated now.
If you're not vaccinated, you're not cool. You're not part of the cool kids.
Part of the cool kid club.
You better be Pfizer
Cool
gang,
kids club.
or else.
Anyway, yeah, I used to do competitive swimming growing up.
Cool.
I did that for a very long time. I was a distance swimmer. I would swim like 2 miles a day around, which is a lot because it takes like 2 hours to do that. But I used to be really, really in shape. I did that. I did band. I ran. And then I sort of got out of it for a while because I started to focus on band because that takes like a lot of your time in high school. Because
Yeah.
I was in band, choir, and theater.
Ooh.
Which is, that's grueling.
Yeah,
But
right?
Sheesh.
when I went to drum corps, I was really enjoying it and I was really getting back in shape, but I had this issue. And I found out later that I have hip dysplasia,
Oh goodness.
which is genetic, but it's an issue where, and I know I've explained this to you. I don't know if I've explained this to you, Amber, where you have your hip and you have your rotator cuff in the hip. The socket that your femur sits is malformed, which means that when you hit it in a certain area, like if you move around a lot, it just hits up against this thing, and it like it can cause like stress fractures, and it can cause like muscle tears and things like that. And so I can't deadlift, because when you deadlift, you start on the ground with both your heels on the ground. I can't put my heels on the ground when I sit down. Like I have to stand on my toes because I physically can't bend anymore.
Mm-hmm.
Like there was a point my freshman year where I was trying to deadlift. I don't remember what the occasion was. I just know I was at the UNT gym, and I was trying to deadlift, and I was like leaning back just a little bit too far, and I fell, and my hip, like I felt it like chip.
Oh goodness.
And I was like, oh, and like I fell back down, and I was like on the ground, like stuck under the deadlift bar, and I had a lot of like weight on top of me.
Question.
What's up?
Were you squatting?
I was, yeah, it's like the squat deadlift where you start from the very bottom and then you like, it's on your back. Or no, it might be on your...
So deadlift is like just picking it up off the ground.
Yeah, it's that one. But I went to pick it up and I leaned too far back because you start in that weird fetal squat position, right? And
Yeah.
then you go to pick it up.
Was the weight on your back?
No.
I'm confused.
I went to pull it up and I
Uh-huh.
fell back and I got caught under it because I was still
Oh, that
pulling.
makes sense. Yeah.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
That's scary.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sorry.
And I was caught under it. Luckily, it's not like I was choking or anything like that, but I was like crying because I was like, what? But I found out because, of course, like drum corps brought it out. And then the next summer, my mom had to get a hip replacement. She was like, you need to go check it out, just to make sure it's not genetic because I got it from my mom. And so I was like, okay. And I went. And they were like, ooh, how do you feel about a hip replacement? And I was like, I'm 20 years old. So I went to physical therapy, but... And that's gonna like postpone it for a few years.
Yeah.
Yeah, but
Cool.
I'm doing drum corps again this summer, so
Good luck with that.
maybe not.
They'll cancel each other out.
Yeah, maybe I'll get it in August. It'll be great.
That'd be great.
It'll be awesome.
So you mentioned your mom, and Mother's Day is tomorrow.
Yes.
And so maybe for the first thing to draw tonight, you could do little cartoon characters of moms.
Sure. Yeah. I need pictures of everyone's moms right now. Bring
Oh
'em.
goodness. I
That's
gotta
okay.
find
Out.
one.
Should my mom's be that one that
Her profile
her
picture.
Twitter Avi?
The moms of Doodle Day.
Oh my gosh.
The moms of Doodle Day.
Can I read a tweet?
Of course you can.
Today I said, the three little pigs, except when the wolf gets to the third house, he gets elected as a government official and claims eminent domain on the house.
You read that to me earlier, and I didn't understand at first, but then I thought about it more, and I was like, wait, that's so funny.
Yeah. I had a buddy of mine replied and said, your tweets never fail to make me audibly go, what? And I think that's
Good compliment.
pretty good.
The moms of Doodle Day. Do you want like title style doodles, or do you want like different kinds of doodles?
Probably the same type as how they're doodled currently.
Sure.
Yeah.
Okay. The moms of Doodle Day. My mom is very great. I love my mom a lot. Her name is Cecily, which is a very cool name. I kind of wonder where she got the name Cecily, but I don't want to ask her.
Wait, why?
Why not?
Why?
I don't know. It never comes up in conversation, and I like usually we're in the middle of talking to something else, and I don't want to be like, "Where did you get your name?" Because what if she doesn't know?
Mm-hmm.
Then I have to sit there and be like, "Oh," and then she'll think I'm dissatisfied with the answer. In reality, it's just what it is. And her middle name is Alma.
Elma.
Cecily Alma.
So, parents do this thing where whenever their kids are tagged in something on Facebook, or whenever their kids show up, other moms will tag them like, you know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, I know what you're
They'll
talking
tag the
about.
mom rather than tagging the kid. And so scrolling through
Yeah.
through all of my, oh, that's a great photo. Oh my gosh. Look.
Oh,
Oh,
Yeah.
I love it.
I love it.
Marley was, she was friends with the mascot. Just, yeah. Anyway.
I see.
So,
Savannah, I sent my mom's photo
Thank
to
you.
you, but it's one with my sister because my mom's really pretty in that photo, and I know she'd be happy with it. And I took it. I'm the photographer.
hi Rachel. Thanks for joining us. If you're looking for something for us to draw,
Is that Rachel? Hi, Rachel.
I don't think it's the same Rachel.
I don't.
You may know Rachel.
I
Who's
just
Rachel?
I just sent a message to my friend Rachel from Drum Corps.
What's their last initial?
See?
Yes. Okay.
Hello, Rachel.
Yeah, Rachel's
Hi.
here.
Hi, Rachel.
We are currently. This is our first doodle right now. We just got on. This is the Moms of Doodle Day, which means that I will be drawing.
Oh no.
Art. Oh, your phone locked. I guess I'll be starting
Good.
with Amber's mom then.
Yay! Her name is Sonia.
Aw.
She has 3 kids. Me, my older brother Corey, and my younger sister Kara. She is also my dad. My dad has 2 sons that are not my mom's. They're older than me and they have children. So my mom is also a step grandmother.
Ooh.
Yeah, pretty cool title there. She also has 3 dogs.
3 dogs. What
Name.
kinds of dogs?
So there's Bear, who is a little bitty black dog. Kind of looks like a weenie dog, but like not. He's kind of weird looking. I don't remember his 2 breeds. Oh, one of them's hairless Chihuahua, but he has like a thick coat, so it doesn't really make sense.
Wait.
Sounds like that gene didn't really come out.
He had 2 siblings in his litter, and 2 of them were hairless. And then there were 2 with fur, and obviously my mom was like, we're not getting a hairless dog. That's weird. So we got Bear.
Obviously.
Technically, aren't all? Sorry.
Aren't all dogs hairless?
Yeah,
No.
because it's fur.
Yeah, I guess so.
I started to say that, and I was like, I don't want to be that guy that
You're
goes.
that guy. Technically.
You push your glasses up.
But then we have a lab husky mix. Her name is Sadie, and she's brown and white.
Didn't y'all just get Sadie?
So we got Sadie my senior year. At
Yeah,
high
I
school.
know. The
Yeah.
new one is not Sadie.
The new one, her name is Kona. Kona.
Right.
Like Kona Ice.
Yeah,
Yeah.
like Kona Ice, spelled that same way as well.
Kona Ice.
She is like a light tan, white color. She's really cool. She's a cool looking dog, actually. She's 3 months old now ish. We've had her for a while. She's about to get some more of her booster shots.
Booster shot.
Her and Sadie, I think I told Trent this, but her and Sadie had fought while I was at home last week or the week before. I don't remember exactly. But Sadie's a big dog. Like she is. She's a lab-sized dog, if that wasn't clear. And Kona's a little bitty thing right now because she's only a puppy. She's a baby.
And they fought?
They fought. Sadie got really territorial of me for some reason, which she usually doesn't. But it also makes sense because when we got Sadie, my dog Tootsie was territorial of me, like big time. And she was a pug, so like Sadie could take her. Let's be real. But with Kona, I like sat down on the couch or something, and Sadie just went after her, and it was kind of scary. There
a little bit
was
scary.
blood, and it was crazy.
Yeah.
There's blood. Wow.
Yeah,
I'm
she
sorry.
like got some cuts on her head, but we just separated them. Beyond that, they've been okay. I talked to my mom on the phone the other day, and she said that they're back to hanging out and being friends. Sadie just, she wanted to make it clear that I'm Sadie's friend, and I can't be Kona's friend yet. So, but yes.
What does your mom like to do for fun?
Good question. My mom is actually, she may not admit it, but she's a workaholic. She loves staying busy. There are a few shows that she likes to watch. Oh, my mom loves working out. She goes to the gym like daily during the week.
That's so fun.
Her gyms are really, we live in a small town.
Yeah, small town.
Yeah, small town. But she goes at like a specific time where like no one's at the gym and it's just her. So she just
good.
vibes.
That's what I do too.
And especially with COVID, that's really nice that she's still able to go work out. and she doesn't have to worry about people being around her. So I know she likes it.
Those little dumbbells.
Yeah. How do you spell your mom's name again?
Sonya.
I thought it was like Kona Ice.
Oh,
Sorry.
Wrong one, actually.
Sonia.
She's the one on the right in that picture, right?
Huh? Yes, she's the one on the right.
Sorry, it's all the way across the table. I couldn't tell.
The
Here's
one
your
on
phone
my-
back.
Oh,
I finished Sonia.
that's your phone. I sent it to you.
Oh.
My phone's right here.
Oh, sorry.
That's your own phone. The one on the left is my younger sister. When she had bangs, everybody goes through that
Oh man,
phase.
I had bangs twice.
Last time I had bangs was like first grade. So, and I learned then. So we're okay.
May I see Miss
There you go.
Leanne?
Miss Leanne.
What is your mom like, Trent? Tell us a little bit about your mom.
She's probably going to see this at some point.
Hope she does.
She's probably
Hello, Miss Leanne.
already laughing.
Hi, Trent's mom.
My mom is great.
She is great.
I don't know how to talk about her in such a way that it's weird because you already know my mom and you know a lot about her. She's a motorcycle rider. She is just happy all the time, and she spreads so much joy, and she has the greatest laugh of all time, in my opinion. And
She
she's
really
lovely.
does.
And speaking of, she has a great smile. Something I was gonna say in that one picture that of your mom, Amber. She had such a. I very seldom see people with like great smiles like hers, and you could just like tell so much about a person from their smile. And I haven't got to meet your mom yet, but I really would like to.
She'll be here in
Even-
a week. She'll
Yeah.
be here on my birthday, so you can.
She was at the softball games, right?
My mom and dad and my younger sister all came, and Kona. They
Yeah,
came
Kona.
to, not this past doubleheader, but the one prior to that, when we lost and then won.
Yeah. Yeah.
When I don't remember what teams we played. I'm so bad at this.
It was Yank D's and the other.
What's the other one?
Yank D's and was it the Benchwarmers that day? No.
No, we played Benchwarmers.
The
That was
last
our
time.
very last game.
Sorry, I'm drawing Lucy.
Double A's or something like that. Yeah, Lucy.
Oh yeah,
Oh,
Lucy.
I need
You
your
need
password
Lucy?
again.
Oh. I just heard a car alarm chirp, so maybe someone's here?
Maybe someone's here.
What time is it?
9:24.
Emmy may be coming home pretty soon.
Yep. She'll be in. Maybe she has us on. Nah.
Maybe.
Maybe.
Depends on how the day. She could probably stop in and chat for a second.
Absolutely. It would be good to talk with her.
But yeah, no, my mom was great. She makes everybody laugh. She's so funny, and she's just like, she's out there. She's the best kind of person, in my opinion. She inspires me a lot to make others happy, and to do what I love, and to not take life too seriously, and to not care when you're not supposed to care.
Yeah.
You know, and those are all really important.
How do you spell Leanne?
I get it wrong every time. Leann.
Anything capitalized besides L?
No.
Leanne. Leanne's a pretty name.
I agree. I've always liked the name Leanne.
It's not her legal name, which gets me in trouble every time I do the FAFSA.
Oh.
Is that a... Oh!
Lord, that was loud.
Ow. That hurt a lot.
Sonya's also not my mom's legal name.
Yeah, alter egos. Not
Yeah.
alter egos. Aliases. Yeah.
My mom is actually, like, Sonya's part of her real name, yes, but my grandmother decided that my mom's name was going to be La Sonya, which sounds like lasagna. So she got bullied for that in high school, and she told us that story, and I thought it was so funny. And she hated me for a minute because I would be like, haha, lasagna. And she was like, stop. It's funny because her favorite Italian food is lasagna. That's... She's asking for it.
Maybe you don't like lasagna then, huh?
Maybe. Yeah. That's funny.
Drawing my mom now. A little bit about my mom. My mom is a orchestra teacher.
Mm-hmm.
She is a violinist. Her parents were also music educators, which is why I decided to continue on the legacy of being a music educator. Maybe.
So much up in the air right now.
Maybe.
Maybe.
She is wonderful. She's always been very patient with me, despite sort of being a problem child sometimes.
You were a problem child.
I was definitely a problem child. I was definitely a problem child. Just because I didn't get in trouble from teachers didn't mean I'm not a problem child. But I went through some pretty rough times growing up, and she was always there to listen.
Mm-hmm.
And while we might not have always understood each other, I do really appreciate most of the things, all of the things that she has done for me.
Mm-hmm.
She's super cool.
She's great.
She's a lot of fun. She went to Arizona State University, got her teaching license at University of Cincinnati, I think. But she is super cool, and she's always been supportive. Let me draw a little violin
Heck yeah.
with a very big
Frodo on the move.
Frodo on the move.
He came out to say hi.
Look at Marshall.
Hey, come here, Marshall.
Have you seen him? Look at him.
I can't take him out. Oh. He's so cute. He's up there. He's on the couch right now. I left the blanket out here earlier because I was watching Netflix. And then I got up and had to go to Carrollton today. Marshall's currently curled up on that blanket.
Looking at us through his bangs.
Yeah, he got a haircut today.
Yeah, new do Marshall.
Yeah, new do Marshall. It looks really nice. Marshall is we talked to y'all, Drew Marshall, not too long ago.
That's right.
I forgot about that.
On stream.
But he's a Maltese and Bashan mix.
Oh, I thought he was a Maltese and poodle mix. I was wrong.
Bashan is a kind of poodle, isn't it?
I don't think so.
Oh, God. I've been lied to.
I don't think so. That's why I was like, he looks like a Bichon with his haircut. It's because he is. Oops.
But whatever. Ozzy knows more about that one. But, I like the way your mom spells her name. That's pretty.
I need to redraw the violin. Ooh, that's pretty bad looking.
But,
she would be really not happy with me if she saw that drawing of the violin just now.
I just got an email from Indiana University Office of Admissions telling me to pursue my undergraduate degree.
Oh,
Cute.
oh.
Like,
Don't tell them it's already happened.
1 year left, so let me just
There we go.
go there.
Go to Indiana.
Indiana.
And Lucy. I'm going to add plus Lucy.
Write it going down from the L.
Okay. Like
Oh.
an
Like
acronym.
Scrabble.
Yeah, cute.
Lucy.
Oh,
Yeah.
I love your
Oh.
Y's.
Thank you.
your eyes are really cute. Yeah.
When I was a young child, I spent a lot of time in my handwriting, and I really like the way that it turned out. I spent a lot of time deciding if I should I spent hours deciding if my A should be like this or like this.
Yeah.
Oh.
I had a full 4-hour debate with myself deciding on which way I should write my A's, and I like this one because it feels simpler.
Yeah.
This one feels like it's distracting.
I agree. I 100% agree with you.
A.
When I was a kid, I had horrible handwriting. You know how the teachers would be like, just stereotypically, the girls had better handwriting?
Yeah.
Not with me. I don't know why, but my, what is it called? Small motor skills? What are those called?
The
I guess it's
Something
just
coordination?
Yeah, I don't
Yeah.
remember. Anyways, music ed. What am I talking about? Who knows? But I don't know. I just did not have fine motor skills. That's what they're called.
fine motor skills.
Yeah, that's what that's called.
I was like, I don't know, meticulous?
It came to me.
The motor skills were fine.
Fine
Yeah,
motor
right.
skills.
But I don't know. My handwriting was awful, and then I became super self-conscious about it because I was like, my teachers would always be like, "Oh, why does your handwriting look like that?" And I was like, "I don't know. Why Why does it?
That's so mean.
Yeah, I know. What the heck? But I
So
loved all my teachers. Anyways,
My handwriting. Sorry, were you about to say something else?
oh, I was gonna add
Yeah,
that
go.
last year in Horn Departmental, I work for a tutoring facility and they have cursive handwriting books, and all throughout
Ooh.
Horn Departmental, I would just sit there and just write in those books because it was very soothing, and I could listen to people play and then also write comments for them
Mhm.
and then write in cursive. Do
Yeah.
I write in cursive today? No, but it was fun.
I like writing in cursive. Some people write in cursive really fast. I've noticed when people write
Yeah.
letters and things like that they write really fast. And I'm always super impressed because if I have to write in cursive, it takes me like a minute to write each word. Like,
So, fine.
that takes
Motor
me
skills.
takes me a long time. It
looks
actually
like a
kind of looks like
heart.
a line. Yeah, I drew a little heart on the eye.
Cute.
I like to heart my eyes.
Reese, thank you for joining us, man.
Hello, Reese.
Good to see you again.
Hi, Reese.
Missed you last week. Hope you can go and catch up because it was a good one.
Yeah, you should check that one
It's
out.
a good one
Very
last
funny.
week. I can't believe you got your hands on the new Xbox. That's awesome.
That's really cool.
Yeah,
Sweet.
he's making big boy moves with a big boy job in a big boy
Xbox.
world. Yeah, and a big boy Xbox. Yeah,
I've
Series X.
don't
I
even
know how
have
you
an
did that.
Xbox. I would love an Xbox.
Yeah. Are you gonna buy a ping pong ball so you can? Have you heard about that?
No?
What?
You can, with the new Xbox Series X, if you buy the box version of it, the fan on top to cool it blows so much air out that you can levitate a ping pong ball over
Wow,
the top.
that's cool.
I would buy an Xbox just to do that
Yeah.
if I had the money for it.
This is a $480 ping pong
Ping pong
levitator.
levitator.
When I was a kid, I had really bad handwriting, and but now I still have really bad handwriting.
You've
So,
grown so much.
Yeah, I have. My cursive, I tried my cursive the other day. My cursive is great.
Wow.
I don't.
Do you want to show us?
Yeah.
Come here. Get over here.
Wait, I'm
Let's
gonna
do
take a time out to fix Frodo.
Okay,
he's doing
go ahead.
something he's not supposed to be doing.
Oh God, is he? He's eating
He's
the tags.
eating tags
on
and
Big
I don't
Joe.
want him to get hurt.
How do I?
Okay, take this
Where's the pen?
right here,
All
and
right.
then just draw. You don't need too
Is
much
it,
pressure on it.
Is it ready to draw right now?
Press the X
What X? Oh.
in the corner. Yeah, there you go.
Oh, this is so hard to navigate.
And now it's on eraser.
Okay.
Now
Wait, how do I?
click on. No, not that
scared.
one. Click on the paint. Yeah, there you go.
What? Why the paint?
Because it's the thickest one.
All right, you ready for this? Mm-hmm. What do you want me to write? Do you want to write
Write-
fine?
Right,
Frodo.
fine. Oh, right,
Frodo.
Frodo.
I don't know how to do a cursive F. Capital. I'm going to do it lowercase. Ready?
Yeah.
Watch. This is so weird. It's not looking good.
Good ending. Way to finish it off.
You want to show us your skills, Amber?
Oh God, no! I
You don't
really
want to?
Don't. I am not. Okay, I can write on pen and paper, but when it comes to electronic writing, I am not. I'm not your person to do that.
You and I do your O's different when you write. What's the proper etiquette for O's? Because some people do this. Watch. Some people go F R O.
Are you saying our O's are different because of the last O?
No. I'm talking about the middle one. See that when you did it, you crossed it, and then you went again, and you have a loop kind of like right there. But I do mine where I have a loop in the very beginning.
Do it in slow-mo?
I think I do Trent's way.
That's
Yeah,
how I
you-
do mine.
And then you come back
Oh.
around.
Yeah, I do. I do a loop at the end of my O's.
Interesting. I wonder if that's just like teacher preference, like if they just teach things like that.
Yeah, I guess so.
My third grade teacher, which I can't say because it's a... Oh, no.
Fix
You
Frodo again.
stop eating the Christmas tree.
He's snacking.
Marshall looks great right now. I would love to be Marshall.
Down, 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 down.
Did you
Oh,
see
he's
him?
gonna get angry.
He like hopped away and he was like...
He's
and
gonna
then
get angry.
he looked up and around.
He's gonna start thumping at you.
Let him thump at me.
Let him thump.
What is he gonna do? Eat me?
Let the bunny thump. Any requests? Any?
Not so far. Hey, if you're listening and you want us to draw something, we need things to draw. We've drawn the moms of Doodle Day, and now we need a suggestion from you all. In the meantime, Amber, do you have anything?
To draw.
Yeah.
Let me brainstorm for a couple seconds.
While
like a
you're thinking, what's your favorite place to eat
In Denton.
Denton?
In Denton.
Let me give you this other thing to think about while
Sorry.
you're thinking.
Also,
about
focus on this one.
Oh, I feel like I have a good answer to your second question there.
Okay.
I really like roosters. The, like,
Rooster Roadhouse.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Oh my
Is that a good-
You have
That's
to
a
come
good
with us to
answer.
Rooster Roadhouse.
That is a good answer.
Oh,
I
my
really
word.
like roosters.
Oh my gosh.
I made my
So good.
Oh my god.
my mom and my younger sister came up here back last semester because of that was the day I was getting my surgery consultation for my thyroid removal.
Ooh.
So yeah, cute. Anyways, but my mom was like, "Hey, like, what's a good place to eat, or where is a good place to eat, I should say?" And I was like, "I like roosters," and she was like, "What is that?" And I was like, "They have pretty good burgers, barbecue stuff. I don't know." So my mom got like, I don't even remember, but it's like it has fresh jalapenos on it. And in the car, Ozzy and I went to go get it, and then oh my god, he's on the table.
Oh, what is he eating now?
Oh no!
Oh my god, he's eating a plant. Hang on.
Frodo.
Time out.
Bruh.
He's being crazy.
You're being wild right now, dude. Get down.
That's crazy. Rachel asks, "Have you have you all drawn each other before?" And it really, it's
Ooh,
just
that'd be fun.
That's scary. I don't want to draw you.
I would
You
rather
should draw.
not draw.
I should not. You saw the O. That was crazy.
Yes, but
it
it'd
was
be
so weird.
fun. I would love that.
We haven't because it's just been Savannah drawing. There they go again.
Oh my goodness.
Frodo. Dude, what is so fascinating?
Oh no!
Oh, he got spritzed.
Unfazed.
He got get spritzed again. For those who don't know, Frodo is a rabbit. Frodo is our friend's rabbit, and he is out and about right now.
The gender fluid rabbit.
The gender fluid
Multiple
rabbit.
pronouns. Love that guy.
Yes.
It's pretty cool.
And Marshall is just kicking his feet up with his
Oh, he
stomach.
is just
He is
ready.
belly up right now.
He's asking for.
He is belly up.
He's had a stressful day.
Yeah, I can imagine. The groomer,
The groomer, and then I had to leave for a couple hours, so he's been hanging out in my room. He has
Marshall's a
anxiety.
dog. If we haven't said that, I think we said that, but just to reiterate.
That is Ozzy's dog. Ozzy will be walking through here later whenever he
A quick hello.
he comes to get his dog.
Yeah.
Long story short, we have not drawn each other yet.
Mm-hmm.
What I would like to do at some point, and I think this might be really interesting to do with Emmy because Emmy also draws.
Yeah.
I think what this
Yeah.
might be interesting to do, and she has a Wacom tablet. If I can find a way to, she has a bigger one than I do actually.
Screen share and like
Yeah,
joint laptop.
if we could scream share.
Scream.
If if we could screen share and we could do like one of my favorite things I loved to watch when I was younger is like minute drawing challenges.
Yeah.
Where you try and remember a character or like a person from just your memory. Like you don't have a reference, you don't have anything, and then you have a minute to draw it as best as you can. And I would love to do that. I think that'd be so fun.
Amy would be a good one to do that with.
Mm-hmm. We've done it before.
Her art's crazy good.
Yeah.
I really enjoy watching her draw.
Yeah. Emmy and I have done that before, but we did it on paper. And it was very, very, very fun. That was more than a year ago at this point.
Wow.
Ooh.
Ew.
Pre-COVID.
Yeah.
The
Pre
glory
lots of
days.
things. The glory days.
Did lots of things.
The glory days.
So while you were while I was explaining how I don't think me drawing would go well,
Yeah.
a phrase that I said that I forgot I said, but I said it really quickly and I remember saying it now was me going, "You saw the O. You saw how the O ended
saw the
up."
Oh yeah, you saw the O.
But y'all were quiet for the F. Y'all saw how good the F was going, and you were like,
The
yeah.
F was good, and then
Yeah.
at some point, the R was very straight, and I was like, uh-oh.
The R was very box.
Yeah, it was very boxy R. And
Yeah.
I was like, oh no.
it's starting.
It's starting.
I loop my R's, which I think is a. Oh, Ozzy said unlocked door ? So Yes, I will be unlocking.
Be like, I am
the door.
busy. I am live.
I'm
Frodo's
occupied.
about to do it again. He's chewing on the Big Joe.
Not the Big
Frodo.
Joe.
Oh God, Joe.
You know, I thought that. Oh, he's chewing on it.
Were you the one telling me about... Sorry to cut you off.
Go ahead.
Okay, were you the one telling me about Drawfee?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Emmy also watches Drawfee. Oh,
Yeah.
Ozzy's here.
Amy watches
Ozzy's
Drawfee.
here.
Hello, Ozzy. Do you have anything to say for the audience?
My dog got a haircut today.
Yeah.
Yay.
He looks so good.
He looks so
That's
handsome.
good.
I'm gonna draw a
His
little.
bandana's pretty cute
I'm
too.
gonna draw a little. I'm gonna draw a little Marshall.
Rachel said it's... we're giving off Drawfee vibes right now.
Really?
Yeah.
I'm honored.
Yeah.
Thank you, Rachel.
fun.
Wow.
Rachel is also a very good artist. Rachel has done some incredible work.
Cool.
Yeah. I've been really wanting. Of course, like I've just been very busy
Yeah.
Understood.
and very sad.
On another
But
note.
Not funny.
on another note,
Not funny.
excruciatingly sad. But I have been very inspired by the works that she does. So if she wants to, if you want to put your information in the bio about commissions, if you do commissions or anything like that, you should really look at checking Rachel out. She's got some great stuff.
Yep.
Ozzy, will you help us watch Frodo until Amy gets back? Sure. Thank you.
Thanks.
He got on the end table trying to. I guess his food's up there, but he has plenty of food on the ground. Yep.
There.
There he goes.
Come here, Marshall.
Literally doing it now.
Marshall.
Spritz that guy.
Come here. I got to take a look at you. I'm drawing you.
It's like,
Come
all
here.
right, I'm coming.
Oh yeah. Hi. He
What a
looks
good
like he looks like if you've ever seen the Madagascar Penguins Christmas special. He looks like the dog from the Madagascar Penguins. And it's not like he doesn't look like the dog, but he's got the haircut, you know?
Yeah.
He's got the fit. New fit, Marshall.
fit,
New
Marshall.
bandana and everything. New
His other
fit.
bandana had hearts on it, right? The one from Valentine's Day. Oh, roses. That's what it was.
I was like, Rosas? Like Rosas? Like the
Like-
place to eat?
Tortilla Factory.
Yeah, I was like, Rosas, the tortilla factory?
I didn't know that because sometimes Drawfee does. They find obscure stock photos, and
Oh, yeah.
they have one person describe it and the other person draw it.
That's fun. That's super fun.
Oh, cool.
We could do that.
Okay.
We could do that.
Let me
at some
finish
point.
drawing Marshall and then I will.
We actually have another request after Marshall.
Okay. What's the request?
It's to draw, and this may be a bad road to go down because of last week, but
Oh, no.
Reese was asking if you could draw, in just a quick doodle probably, me, Amber, and yourself as our favorite animals.
Oh, no.
Oh,
Sure, I can do that. Yeah, absolutely. I've
But-
had a lot of people talk to me and been like, Savannah, what is that? Like, and I'm like, please, I promise. I didn't realize, I didn't know. You know, like, I didn't know what I'm sorry. Oh, Marshall, he has a bandana on.
yeah. And a collar.
And a collar.
He has both. He's double dripping today.
Oh man, I would give anything to have a double drip. I used to want to wear. What was as a little kid? You would like look at like a character that like wore something. You were like, I want to wear that.
Oh my God, Hannah Montana. Those layers, man. You know what I'm talking about? She had like a long sleeve and then a short sleeve.
Yes,
And then a
yes.
vest. And then like 4 belts that were sequenced. You're like, oh man, I loved her. I really do. Shout out Hannah Montana. I hope you're watching.
Amber,
Yes.
if you could describe yourself and your vibes as one building on the UNT campus, what building do you...
Oh, I
What-
don't know.
What building do you think?
Part
You
of
can
me
think
wants to
about it.
say Music Practice South.
Not
same
music
time,
practice south.
No, I'm not a.
I guess it's better than. Do you go to music practice south or music practice north? Please tell me that you're gonna say what I think you're gonna say.
When I lived in the dorms my freshman year, I went to South because I lived in Kerr, and it's technically like 20 feet closer. But you know, when you're looking around a horn, you're like, I just get me inside.
Yeah,
Please.
get me to the one, whatever that is.
Whenever I went, I found that North had more pianos available at one point.
That's true.
So I would always go to North when I was doing piano proficiencies and stuff.
But
Yeah.
South is just the better vibe.
Yeah,
Like-
South is like, you know, like you're going there to like practice and cry and
Yeah,
practice.
they have that one practice room with all the people, like all the things etched into the window and
Oh,
the door,
yeah.
and you're like, yeah,
Someone
people died in here.
I went to one. There was always one room in Practice South that I really enjoyed going to. It was just always available. There was like notes happening, like handwritten notes always there. People would be like, haha, I'm crying, and the next person would write, me too, that's exactly why I'm here, and
You could
stuff
see
like
the
that.
tear stains on
It's
the.
like, oh, that's so sad. I hope they're okay.
Back
Thinking
when-
about those people.
It reminds me of whenever I was doing those UNT achievements. Did you ever keep up with that?
Yes, I did. I did.
And one of them was, it was called the first of many, and the achievement was shed your first tear in a UNT practice room.
Oh yeah.
I did that. I did that like second day. Oh, guess who's here?
Is that
No way.
Emmy?
She's on the
Jamie.
phone with
Jamie?
Sorry,
Jamie?
I'm interrupting the podcast.
Tell Jamie we say hey.
But wait, your question.
Yeah.
Going back to the UNT building question. I don't know a lot of buildings, honestly, because I got a lot of my basics out of the way,
Yeah.
so I didn't have to go like on the, I guess, the far left side of campus where the physics building and everything is. I wouldn't say the admin building, because like I've never been inside the admin building. I don't know if one can enter the admin building.
One could.
Really?
Yeah.
Cool. I've never done it, but
I don't like to because it just seems kind of hoity-toity.
I understand. But I don't know. It's like right in the center of things. It's like
Yeah.
in all the photos, and I feel like I could. I don't know. I feel like that's like my outgoing vibe.
I see.
It's like I'm here. Hello. But other times I'm like, don't look at me.
Don't look at me.
Please.
You sort of give me, and I mean this as a compliment, like in the greatest way possible. I don't know your associations with it is why I say that.
Okay.
But you sort of give me Eagle Landing vibes.
Wait, what is Eagle Landing?
It's the new dining hall. Okay.
Shiny and new.
Oh, I forgot. I was thinking of Eagles Landing, which is an apartment complex where my big lives. I was there yesterday.
Oh.
So I was like, oh, what? Cool. I haven't looked inside of it. I've
It's
driven
beautiful.
past it like twice.
Yeah, it's beautiful. People inside are kind of rude, and they can.
That's UNT dining.
That's
Yeah.
just kind of how it goes. I
Not the workers. I mean the people. Eating the
yeah,
food.
the eaters, not the workers. The workers are great.
They're
Yeah,
so
they're so
nice.
nice.
Yeah, the work staff. UNT. I have a lot of my own issues with, but the work staff and the service at UNT is always great. I have always loved being served by the workers.
A majority of them. I think it's because they're students.
There is one woman, I don't remember her name, but she worked in Kerr most of the time.
Yeah.
But she knew my name.
Really.
I guess I just always went to her station, I guess. Because I lived in Kerr. It was so easy just to go downstairs.
I forgot you lived in Kerr. That's
Yeah, I
right.
did.
So nice having a dorm that's
Also
has
a
a
dining hall.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I would just go downstairs and grab food like any time of any day. So I don't know. It wasn't it wasn't like I was there a lot, but I was there an uncommon amount because of the conveniency. And anytime she'd be like, "Oh, Amber, hello," and I was like, "I don't remember introducing myself to you, but hi, how's it going? How's your day, ma'am?" She was really nice.
What did she serve?
She served, when you walk into Kerr, this is for my UNT gang, you walk into Kerr, and it's like, if you turn left, you have like the busing and then
Yep.
the burgers stuff.
Yep.
But then if you go straight, you have the salad bar, and then right across from the salad bar is like, they're like, whatever they are serving for the day.
Yeah.
You know what
Yeah.
I'm talking about? And she always did that one, because I would always find myself there, because it had, I don't want to eat a burger every day. I did eat a burger 2 days in a row, because I also got In-N-Out today, and we went to that burger place last night.
Oh man, hot dotty.
Yeah, but I wasn't that type of person. I didn't always want pizza. Didn't always want a salad. So I
Gotcha.
always ended up going to that line because variety, man. But yeah.
I never had a burger from Kerr.
Oh, good.
And,
A Kurger.
yeah.
Burger.
Kurger? Is that what they? No way.
Yeah, Kurger.
Yeah.
And it's because, and I don't want to get anybody in trouble, but there's no way to narrow down who this is. Like I said, so many student workers are nice and they're very polite. One day,
Story
one
time.
day I walked in,
Oh, no.
and it was one of my first times in Kerr, but I wanted, I didn't know that there were two different lines because they hang the signs so high.
Yeah,
So
yeah,
there was
yeah.
one burger line and one thing for like hot dogs and chicken strips and
Oh
stuff
yeah,
like that.
I remember.
And I accidentally went to the burger line, and there was a gentleman said, "What do you want?" And I was like, "Okay, you trained for this.
The moment we've
And I
all
said-
been waiting for.
Could I please have some chicken strips and French fries?"
Easy.
And he goes, "No, you may not. No, you may not. This is the burger line. You are in the burger line. You
I
are."
didn't know about that.
Yeah.
That's good.
And-
No, you may not.
She yelled at you.
Yep.
Oh my goodness.
And I just went, "I'm not
Never
hungry
going
anymore.
back
I want to
again.
throw up
I want to
because
go home.
No, you may not.
The
No,
burger
you
line
may
was
not.
like, I don't know, so stressful.
oh my
I
gosh."
never got a burger. I got a burger from Kerr like once or twice. And anytime I went to the burger line, it was always so long. And it's like, why do I want... I forgot why I want a burger.
Forgot, yeah.
Like, it's not like I want a burger. It's like, I guess it sounds okay.
It's like by the time you get up there, they're like, "What do you want?" And you're like,
I don't remember.
I wanna leave.
What am I here for?
I
have class in 2 minutes.
I
I
want
want to get a burger.
It's like-
come on.
I want my student loans paid is what I want.
Oh, yeah.
Hi,
tell you
Corey.
what I want.
Welcome. Corey's with us.
Is that my brother?
That is your brother.
Hi, Corey. We drew Mom.
Yeah.
Here, let me show you. Let me show you. Hold on.
We're
Let me
drawing.
finish
This is
the tail.
Marshall right now.
Marshall. Here.
There's Mom.
There you
No.
are.
She's working out because she likes to go to the gym in her nice clothes with her necklace.
My back. I think I might have scoliosis.
Cool.
Is it going to one side?
My back?
Yeah.
Oh, I was like this. I don't know about the scoliosis. I don't know. It just hurts all the time.
Wait.
Everything I do, I have back problems, and you know, I don't know. Who knows at this point?
I mean, I talked about getting checked for scoliosis in middle school and how like traumatizing that was.
They didn't even like check. Really? They were just like
Yeah, they just kind of looked at you.
they were like,
and you're like, weird body, middle school body.
they're like, well, you're overweight.
yeah.
Next, and you're like,
Emmy said, I won't speak for Emmy, but she said she was tall, and you know they had those like panels, so they can't like other students can't really see you in your like tank top or whatever.
Yep.
Oh, I thought Emmy was standing behind
She
me.
is.
she is
standing
now.
behind me.
Hi, Emmy. We're talking about scoliosis.
Yeah. And
Why are you putting your finger over your mouth? Why are you being sneaky?
I have mild scoliosis.
I was talking about when you were like standing over the thing so everybody could see you.
Everyone saw my bare collarbone.
I don't know. I had to miss the scoliosis check when I was in middle or high school, like early high school. They had special days where like the girl athletes did theirs, and I think I was sick with the flu, so I didn't do mine.
You guys got checked for scoliosis?
Not really.
Oh.
But they kind of just was like they would touch your back and like I don't know, like one finger across the table is what I just did, and they'd be like,
They would just look at us in our. We had bras, and they were like, "Now turn around.
yeah, bend over. What's
I see the fat rolls." Next, we're like, okay,
That sounds so bad.
Right.
It,
time to-
it feels like a horrible audition.
time to go to sex education with my with the middle school police officer.
Police officer.
Yeah,
What?
yeah, that's
We-
who taught our sex
Oh my
ed.
gosh.
We had a track coach.
You had a track coach
Yeah.
did sex ed.
Yeah.
We had a health class, but it wasn't mandatory, so I didn't take it. And then when I was in high school, my sophomore year, they had it was child development, but then it got changed to human development because we learned all the way up until death, is how my teacher put it. And in that class, you took home one of those like electronic
Babies.
robo
Yep.
Oh,
babies, and I had mine over a football game weekend. And
Oh my goodness.
yeah, and I asked my teacher, I was like, hey, I cheered in high school, for those who don't know. And I did marching band. But I went up to my teacher and I was like, hey, can you, like, pause my baby during the time of the game? Because they can do that. They can, like, make it sleep for, like, 2 hours if they need be. And she was like, no. And I was like,
She was like, motherhood isn't like that.
yes. Oh, okay. So my mom, it was in
Oh.
Navarro, Texas.
I was like, so you had another flyer, is what you're
Oh,
saying.
no. It was me and then this other girl, her name's Kinsey. She cheered with me. We both had our babies on the same weekend, which sounds really weird to say over a podcast, and I shouldn't have said it that way, but I did. But we had our robo babies on the same weekend. Before the game, we went to IHOP, and I think it was like Seguin, Texas, which is where my big lives, actually. Shout out to Kirsten. So it's over kind of by San Antonio.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know what that is.
Yeah.
Seguin.
Cool.
I was just trying to think. I was like, I know someone who lives in Seguin.
Yeah.
I can't place it.
But
Continue.
we were at this IHOP, and there was like an old lady book club there, and then walks in 18 cheerleaders and their coaches, and
Yee.
2 of them have infants. Good golly, the looks we got that night, they were horrible. They were like looking by like we just murdered somebody. And we're like,
You should have been like, it's robotic!
they start I think it was mine started like screaming in the middle of the restaurant, and everybody started looking at me, and I was like hyperventilating. I was like, what do I do? I was like 15, and I was like, I hate this. And then
Don't they just scream to scream?
yeah, they
Like,
literally
they
there's
just get
sometimes there's
fussy.
no reason, and they just start screaming. Like other times they're like fussy, and you're like, okay, let's trial and error, let's see if it's hungry or if I need to like mine actually was it was a little boy, Robo Baby, and I don't remember what I named him, but it was something stupid because I didn't like him. But
Spum.
Spum.
my mom, the best part about this is my mom watched the baby during the game. She drove 2 hours to watch me cheer, march, and watch a child.
Man.
And so she watched it during the game, and at the very start of the game, it cried. And she was like, I can't hear it. I can't hear if it's crying. And I was like, Mom, like, you have to scan your little bracelet thing on its stomach, and then you have to perform the task. And she was like, okay, got it. And I was like, cool. So she took care of it. She was like, I don't think it did anything the entire time. And I was like,
no.
oh, God.
I don't like this
Oh, my
foreshadowing.
Lord, Mom, please. So fast forward the entire weekend, I was, like, stuck in my room with a child because my family was like, I don't want to hear it. And I was like, okay. So I stayed in my room, and whatever, I go through the entire weekend, I turn in the baby, everything's fine. We're
Okay,
done.
good.
And then I get my, like, grade because it prints out a report.
Yeah.
So I got my grade later that week. I got a 99.
Huh?
And you can see,
Let me guess.
see when the problems occur, like what you missed. And apparently my mom missed a feed during the game, and that was it. And I was like, and the rest of the time, me, 15, was able to take care of this child, robo child, perfectly fine. And then my mom, who's had 3 children, missed the thing. So I went home, and my mom was like, I like went up to her. I was like, hey, I got my my grade for my child development thing. She was like, oh really? How'd you do? And I was like, I got a 99. She was like, what did you miss? I was like, no, Mom, what did you miss? And she was like, what? And I was like, you're telling me. Yeah, it was super funny. That's like the only thing I remember. I just remember crying the Sunday night because it turned off at 8 o'clock Monday morning. So the Sunday night, it cried all night. I slept for like 2 hours, and I was like, this is torture. Yeah, that teacher didn't like me, so I swear she was like, haha, let's make her
Yeah, she definitely was
suffer.
like, well, she asked to turn it off, so I'm going to turn it on forever now.
Yeah,
like-
yeah, right.
She definitely did that.
I hated that class.
There you go.
so
Marshall's new
much.
fit.
Wow, Ozzy, come look at Marshall.
New fit, Marshall.
He's so cute.
Walking down the street. New fit, Marshall.
Yeah, he looks exactly like that. He's
He's so confident with his new fit.
Yeah,
Very cute.
he slept all day, by the way.
Cool.
You should have seen him a minute ago. He was on his back, laying on my blanket there. Man, tired guy. Anyways, yeah.
Tired guy.
Tired guy.
Whew.
I'm also a
It
tired
was
guy.
probably during a touchdown.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I don't remember. My teacher. It was also in the report that it actually did get turned off during the football game. I'm pretty sure one of the cheer moms was like, "This is unacceptable," and went to the principal, and the principal was like, "Hey, you gotta turn off those kids when they're doing school.
You gotta turn off the
activities." Like,
kids.
they're like, why would you make them suffer doing cheerleading and football?
You should have
and
just thrown the
bands?
baby.
Like,
At 15.
Oh,
The baby should have been an extra flyer.
right.
Yeah.
And the baby was turned on right after the game. Like, pretty much at 11 o'clock, it came back on, and we had to travel 2 hours back to Llano. And, oh, that's nice.
Oh,
that's
lovely.
Oh,
Hey,
here we go again.
That's not as bad as it was last week, I
Yeah.
think.
You
I think
love
this is
living.
the first one we've gone an hour.
I think the turds were flying.
Oh, goodness. But everybody on my cheer squad, that was my first year on varsity. And all the older girls, they were like, if that baby cries when I'm sleeping on the bus, I'm going to stab you or something. And I was like,
I
Oh my
have to
God.
take this course.
yeah.
I
Why is
have
it
to
your
do
fault?
this.
Why?
You also had. I'm sure you
I
also had
can't
to take this
control
course.
it.
Yeah.
Like, I tried so hard one time, it like started fussing, and I was like, oh my God, they're going to kill me. And I had my flashlight on my phone on because I couldn't see. It was like nighttime. And then me and Mackenzie, we sat together next to each other on the bus, and we were like helping each other, and then her baby started crying, and so we were like struggling, and it wasn't like scream crying, it was like the noises Grogu makes, our new Grogu.
yeah.
Those noises.
Kroger? Yeah.
Yeah,
Love that
Kroger.
guy.
Gogurt, yeah.
Yeah, it was awful. Kind of tying into that, Ozzy and I, we all went to Grapevine Mills Mall yesterday.
We did, yes. We had a lot of fun doing
We
it.
did, but Ozzy and I adopted a bear. He was also, oh yeah, that's a corn dog.
That's a corn dog.
But we adopted a Baby Yoda Build-A-Bear. Obviously, I already said his name. I don't want to say it again for those who watch The Mandalorian.
Kroger.
Yeah, his name's Kroger. And we got one of the sounds that you can put in a Build-A-Bear, and it just like makes the noises that the child makes during The Mandalorian. It's pretty cool, but yeah.
It's like,
yeah, pretty much. Oh, Ozzy's gonna
Ozzy's
go
gonna
get
go
him.
grab the child.
He's here. We have a birth certificate for him.
It's
he
great.
weighs, I think, he's 10 ounces, is what they said. Oh, here it is. Oh, press it again. Oh. He's cute. He's in my lap now. He's gonna hang out with us for the rest of the evening.
Yes, child.
His
Trent had a
forehead-
bonding moment with the child
Oh yeah.
on the
that
way
was-
home.
I was
Just
driving.
stared into
so
his
I missed
eyes, and I was
that.
like, Trent? And I got no response.
Trent, are you there?
Trent?
I've never had such eternal bliss, and then he was taken away. I think I said, didn't he go to the front seat? And I said something to the effect of, give me back my son.
Yeah, you're
or I
like,
miss
"Give
my
me
son.
You're like, give him back.
You're like, we bonded. Give it back.
I was fussy. Okay, next.
What's next?
It was just two
Us
quick
as our
doodles. I wouldn't.
favorite Animals?
Yeah, us as our favorite animals.
What's everyone's favorite animal then?
Oh goodness.
What's yours, Savannah?
I don't know. Y'all come up with it first. I'm doing the doodles.
I should have been thinking about this, but I was thinking about that stupid Robo Baby instead.
Probably. Yeah. It's between a koala and a capybara.
Oh,
Do you know about capybaras and what they're capable of?
I don't know what they're capable of, but I saw the one that you showed me today. And
Yeah.
by the way, oh, and he's
Don't-
not out here.
no,
I'll
don't
mention
tell her.
to
She'll-
her
yeah.
later that
She'll figure it out.
yeah, it'll be nice.
You and I are the only ones that know about that.
It's
so.
gonna be a surprise.
Yeah, it'll be
Let's put it
hilarious.
that way.
What was I saying? Kroger? Yeah, no, capybaras are like the most social. What?
What was I saying? Kroger.
He jarred my memory. They are the most social animals. They're the world's largest rodent, and they're just sweet. They're very sweet. They're very social, and they hang out with other like species all the time, and they just get along with most of them.
Poppy.
Oh God.
She
I-
hears you.
She thinks she can. She's frustrated that you're talking about capybaras and not about cats.
Yeah. What do you mean? I'm not your favorite animal. What do you mean? But yeah, and there are video compilations of them hanging out next to animals, as well as golly.
Oh my word, she's
She's
going
talking.
crazy right now.
She's like, excuse me, it's bedtime.
Maybe she's thanking you for the meal, just 2 hours late.
I don't know. So there's a video going around of a pelican trying to eat a capybara, but it's the world's largest rodent, and so it can't.
It's so funny.
It's cute.
It's like one of the funniest things I've ever seen, I think. Okay, there's Trent's capybara. What's your favorite animal?
I'm in between a goat and a cow right now.
I'm gonna draw you as. I like both of them.
I do too. Goats. I like baby goats.
Okay, I'll do a little kid.
Yeah.
A goat. A little goat.
Kid goat.
Yeah, the goat.
Kitty goat.
I don't know what my favorite animal is. I kind of like parrots. I had a spree yesterday about thinking of buying a parrot because I saw the video of I was rewatching the video of the parrot that can sing Beyonce really well.
Oh wow.
Oh, so happy.
Oh, it's so precious.
It's a photo of a finch. Oh no, that's a finch. It's a bird on a capybara's head, and the capybara is smiling. And it has its eyes closed. They love watermelon.
I also like watermelon. What a coincidence.
Are you a capybara?
Yeah, actually.
What?
So there's this picture.
Oh, they're screaming at them.
Yep, and then there's this picture.
Oh, goodness.
Savannah, there's
Yes?
this picture. I hate geese. And then
Geese are
there's
horrible.
this picture.
For those who cannot see, it's a picture of geese screaming at a bunch of like young capybaras, and then the next picture is geese in a police car
Where they deserve to be.
where they deserve to be.
I'm gonna go comfort.
Yeah, go comfort Poppy, the popster.
Good lord.
She is an emotional animal, truly,
An emotional animal.
an emotional animal.
I tweeted about that.
You did,
I'll say it when I come back.
sure.
Jeez.
In the meantime, tell us about your experiences cheerleading.
I had relatively pretty positive experiences cheerleading, which I know that like varies from person to person and program to program. I did like baby cheer when I was like 4 and 5 at like a local cheers gym, where I was also doing dance classes.
Oh,
I did not continue one of those. But when I got into middle school, it was like late January, February, and they were like cheerleading tryouts. And I was really good friends with a gymnast who I ended up cheering with all the way until senior year. And she was like, Amber, like, please, like, will you please try out with me? I don't want to do it by myself. And I was like, you're not going to do it by yourself. Obviously, it's a tryout. And then she was like, I'll give you $10
oh,
if you sign up and try out with me. And so that was the last day tryouts were open. So I like signed up, whatever, told my mom, and my mom was super excited, you know. She was like, yeah, Amber's going to do something that typically women do. Woohoo. And so I tried out. I originally did not make the team. I was first alternate. Then like 2 weeks later, people were telling me like, hey, like you're on the team. And I was like, what are you talking about? No, I'm not. And then after school one day, the cheer coach, she called my mom and was like, hey, unfortunately, we had to remove one of the girls from the program due to vandalism. So Amber, we're offering her the spot. And of course my mom was like, yes, she'll take it. And I was like, okay. And I was super excited at that point because, you know, once you get into a sport and you actually like it, it kind of hurts when you're like,
when you
you're
get,
not allowed to be here.
yeah, when you get cut out.
So, so I cheered all through middle school. And then into high school, I did 1 year on junior varsity my freshman year because that is required. And then sophomore through senior year, I was on varsity. I served as captain when I was on JV. And then I did not do captain on varsity. I did not want to do that. I did get nominated for captain my senior year, but then I was like, no. Which actually played out really well because since I wasn't captain, I was allowed to audition for a drum major. And I did get to do that, which is super fun. I really liked cheering and doing marching band at the same time, which sounds like a huge time commitment, and it definitely was. but it was more fun being able to do a marching show in a cheer uniform.
Yeah, I was about to say that.
It's like, because people just tend to watch the person who's wearing the cheer uniform.
Yep.
And so I really enjoyed it because everybody was watching me. Did I mess up all the time? Yes. Did I care? No. I was also the soloist in marching band. Again, I came from a really small school. Like, this is not me bragging. This is me just being like, we didn't have anybody, and I just happened to
Yeah.
be the best.
You have to.
Yeah. So I was a soloist for 3 years. So it was like, I guess, yeah, my freshman year, my sophomore year, and my junior year, I was a soloist. And then my senior year, I was drum major. That's how that worked. I also marched in 8th grade. So doing junior high
Wow.
cheer and marching in the high school band, which is super cool. Again, small school. We didn't have numbers. I got asked to move up. And I was awful. I really was. I was not a person. Getting back on cheer, I'm getting off topic. But
You're good.
I was, I really like stunting, you know, when you throw people up in the air. I moved around a lot. When I first started stunting, I was a base, which is the person who actively holds the foot. Then, because I was skinny, but I was kind of tall, I got to fly a few times when I was just in like 8th grade, in freshman year. Yeah, so I flew, which is like top girl person that's being put in the air.
Yep.
Then my time on varsity, I got put at back spot, which is that person holds the ankles of your top girl and pulls up to like take off a lot of the weight from the bases. And I really, really enjoyed back spotting because I was actually like one of the tallest on my team.
Wow.
Which is shocking because I'm only like 5'4", 5'5",
Yeah.
somewhere in between there. So yeah, I got hurt mainly when I was back spot, which is kind of cool. Not really cool. I didn't mean to say cool. Kind of odd, I guess, because you expect to get hurt the most when you're up in the air.
Yeah.
But the people on the bottom's literal job is to catch you if you fall.
Yeah.
So most of the time, it's not the top girl getting hurt if they do it right. So when I was back spot, my cousin was on my cheer team, and she was my flyer.
Wow.
We don't talk to each other, but it's a weird family thing. Anyways, but she was my top girl once, and we were at camp, cheer camp over the summer at Angelo State University in San Angelo, Texas.
Yeah. Yeah.
Go Rams. So that's where we did cheer camp, and we were prepping for like the competitions that they hold on the last day or the day before the last day. I don't remember how that works. We were practicing our stunts, and it was like a big stunt towards the end of our routine, and she fell on me butt first to the nose,
Oh man.
and I like her all of her weight because the bases let go of her foot, which is what
Yep.
they're supposed to. So all of her weight was in her butt, and then her butt went to my face. So I fell backwards, and I was on a blue mat, of course, and I grabbed my nose because I was like, ow. And when I looked down at my hands, they were covered in blood. I had
Ooh.
gotten a nosebleed, and that doesn't really happen in my life. So I panicked. I was crying because I just got hit in the face. And then I was crying because my face is bleeding.
Yeah.
So I went into a minor panic attack, and Chantal, she is one of our roommates.
Any
Her
other-
mom was actually at camp being our medic nurse lady. And so they were like, the first thing they told me was, get off the mat, because they can't get blood on the mat. Dear Lord, they can't get blood on the mat for some reason. So I got off the mat, and then I had to get a piece of tissue and shove it up my nose for ever, it felt like.
Not tissue nose.
Yeah, tissue nose. And then,
And then you're talking.
yeah, exactly. But I got
Okay.
blood all over my white uniform, all over it.
Wow.
And we had All-American tryouts that day, which All-American is
Big.
whenever you the way that process works is that you do a really good jump, and then you do the cheer that they had taught you, and then the dance that they have taught you. I was an All-American for 3 years. That was actually the year I did not make it, I think, which is fine. Who cares? Not me. Yeah, I had to go back to the dorm I was staying in and change into a different uniform compared to my team because of those tryouts. But yeah, that was one of the few times I got hurt in cheerleading, but I really did enjoy it. I learned a lot of good lessons from it. I really learned how to manage my time from doing all those activities at the same time. That's why I like small schools. I feel like Trent can relate.
Yeah.
You get a lot more experiences than you think.
Yep.
Like, yes, programs are limited, but at the same time, because they're limited, you can do multiple programs. So,
Your resume fills out pretty fast too.
really. I still have a lot of my high school stuff on my resume right now because I feel like a lot of those things are still relevant, especially my band stuff, which is just like, I was a drum major once. I didn't tell you if I was good or not, but I did it.
I was doing band and football my freshman year.
That's a commitment.
But yeah, it's pretty hard. I would get shin splints in practice, and so they'd strap ice bags on my shins, and then I'd go to marching band rehearsal, and they'd call me Iceman.
Aw, Iceman. That's cute.
Because all the ice on my shins.
There was one time. Sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt you.
So I quit.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
As one does.
Yeah.
But there was one time, senior year, because I was conducting, I got a minor concussion from this girl doing a basket toss, and I was basing, so I was on the side and throwing upwards. This girl literally in the air, and then she came down 3 separate times as we were practicing this, and she elbowed me on top of my head.
Oh my gosh.
3 times. And I told her after the first time, I was like, can you, like, do it right? She didn't. And, you know, anybody's body weight coming down at you from the sky hurts no matter their size, especially if it's, like, pointy elbow on your skull. So anyways, I got a minor concussion, and that was, like, the one practice I cried in because that hurt. And then they were like, do you even want to do this stunt? And I went, no. So they pulled me from the stunt after that. So I got a concussion for nothing. So I was crying. And then they were like, I was like, can I just go to band, please? And they were like, I guess. So I like grabbed all my stuff and I walked out to the band pad. And I was actively crying, like sobbing.
Yep.
And I didn't have the balance to walk up the stairs of my podium. Like, oh, there she is.
Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't have the balance to, like, stand on my podium without putting myself at risk of falling.
Hey.
So they were like, what happened at cheer practice today? Because all the band moms were there, the ones that live in town.
And you were like, I can't remember.
I was like, I got hit in the head 3 times. I can't, I'm dizzy. I can't see, like, straight, blah, blah, blah. And so they had to call my mom. And my mom had to come pick me up because my mom had at that point I could drive, so my mom didn't have to be in town, but they had to call my mom to like come get my car or whatever. Actually, I think I left my car there. I think my mom just took me home, or one of the band moms took me home. I don't remember how that played out. Anyways, I couldn't drive because it was not safe. Slept it off, which is actually, you actually can sleep when you get a concussion. I know they say that you're supposed to stay up, but when I got my first concussion playing basketball, they were like, she needs rest. She needs to sleep.
I think you have to wait a little while before
You do have to wait a while.
like an hour or 2.
But like you can't just like,
Because if you go immediately, it's like, she just
they're
died.
gone.
Yeah.
But I got my concussions during the day, so I mean, with that one, yes, it was in the evening, but then I had to go home and eat dinner and do homework. So and shower. So by the time it was like actively time to go to bed, I just slept. But yeah, so it was a time. But
Sounds like a time.
it is fun. So for all those people out there wondering if cheer is worthwhile, I really do think it is. Competitive cheer is an entire different world, and I think it's so much cooler because you actually get to go compete and such. So it's pretty cool. I do watch a lot of cheer videos to this day because it is something that made me who I am. So I do enjoy watching them. But yeah, that's a high school, man.
High school.
How many concussions have you had?
5. I have had the limit.
5.
They were all super minor, but I have been ruled to get like 5. They each have a story. The first one, I was playing basketball. Some really tall girl, like, pretty much put her hand on my face, and I flipped over it and hit my forehead on the basketball court in San Saba, Texas. If anybody knows.
Not San Saba.
Yeah, I know.
Oh.
San Saba. So San Saba, fun thing, they don't have like a hospital, ER kind of thing.
Ooh.
So San Saba is about 20, 30 minutes from the Llano where I went to high school. And so they had to drive me all the way to Llano. But I don't think I went to the ER or anything. But it was pretty bad. I think my mom called my doctor or something and was like, this just happened. And they're like, okay, yeah. And then they're like, is she like dizzy? And I was like, yes.
Yes.
But again, I just slept. And then I think I went to the doctor the next day.
Mm-hmm.
And he was like, here's some ibuprofen. That's just rest.
What?
You have to wait it off. Like, you know. Also, that one, my first concussion it happened around early November. Actually, like mid-November. And that was the year I was going to Houston to cheer in the Thanksgiving Day parade because I had made All-American. And I got approval from my doctor to go and do the thing because we paid for it.
Right.
So that's important.
Yeah.
But whenever I got back from that trip, I had been having to sit out of basketball for pretty much the rest of the season.
Mm-hmm.
I could not pass protocol. Like, I couldn't do the mile thing without, like, getting a headache. I don't remember how protocol works, but
It was pretty strict
it was very strict.
for
If you
athletes.
you had
athletes.
specific things you had to do, and if you got a headache during any point of it, you had to restart.
Yeah.
Go back to day one and try again.
That really
And
sucks
so-
if you just naturally get headaches. From
Yeah,
doing those
I don't
things.
know. Maybe I just got naturally got headaches. I don't know. But I just couldn't pass it. I would get to like day 3, and it's like, day 3 is like run a mile, and you're like, oh God, I don't remember.
On day 3.
Yeah, but I couldn't do it. I literally would just like have to stop, and my head's throbbing. You know, I hydrated well, so I know it wasn't because I didn't have water or anything.
Right.
So, whatever. So I got back from my trip, and I get called into the athletic office, and I was like, goodness.
Are they going to yell at you for having a concussion?
Okay, we'll get to this point.
Oh my god.
So I had 2 coaches. One, I truly admire. She is a very strong woman. She's a single mother of 2. She has a strong athletic path. She's great. I really, truly admire her. Don't get me wrong. And then we have this other coach. He's an English teacher. My sister actually has him as a teacher right now. Once I won't get into that.
Is
actually.
this gonna incriminate anybody?
No.
This is-
No
okay.
one's gonna be in trouble. But I get into the office and I'm like, yes. And they're like, how was Houston? And I was like, oh, it was super fun. Like, I got to do the things. Of course, I was mindful, but I got to go, and that's all that that's all that matters.
Right.
And they were like, oh yeah, well, how come you can't play basketball? And I was like, sir, can we please? I walked a parade. I didn't run. I didn't do really any physical activity. There was like a dance routine that was like a minute long, and then you walked. Like, there was no intensive workouts or anything. Like, I wasn't stunting, I wasn't tumbling, I wasn't doing jumps. I was just dancing in a parade. And they're like, that's not even a school activity. I was like, sir, I made All-American through the school by being a school cheerleader and going to cheer camp with my school. Like, what?
Yeah.
So I get it. It's in a way away from school, like Llano activities, but it's not. It's pretty much the same thing as being put in the TABC like basketball tournament, because that's like all state for basketball or whatever. I don't remember how those things work, but you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
They're connected, is what I'm meaning. So I get yelled at. I call my mom afterwards. I wasn't like, usually when I get in trouble, I'm like crying.
Yeah.
But on this one, I was just like, what just happened? Why am I in trouble? And then they're like, go sit on the bench, because I still couldn't pass protocol. I mean, the thing was, I was trying to pass protocol. It was not like I was just like, I don't really care. I don't really want to do it. I literally was trying so hard to pass protocol. Like, I was really tempted to just be like, I don't have a headache, when I did. Like, stuff like that. But, you know, I didn't, because I knew that was bad for me.
Yeah.
So I like call my mom or like go home and talk to her or whatever. And I'm like, I got in trouble for going to Houston by my basketball coach. And my mom was like, no, you didn't. No, you didn't. And I was like, I told her what happened. Exactly. And she does that mom thing when she calls up there and she's like, what the heck?
Yeah. Yep.
Which, like, I'm grateful for now because I can't advocate for myself.
Happy Mother's Day.
Happy Mother's Day, Sonia. I love you.
Absolutely.
But, yeah, she calls up there and she's like getting on to these coaches. And then, you know, coaches, especially male coaches, they don't take moms as seriously as they do dads.
Oh my
Yeah.
gosh.
So they didn't take my mom very seriously. So I remember my mom being like, calling my dad, and being like, hey, you need to call that coach up there. This is what happened. Which, I mean, really in the scheme of things, it wasn't a big thing. But I also didn't want to play basketball anymore after this. So, and I loved basketball. I played basketball for 10 years. So
So it kind of was a big thing.
it was a
was,
big thing,
yeah.
but this was the end of my athletic career. This was the moment when I was like, I'm done with athletics as well, because the only other thing I liked doing was track, and I hadn't played softball in many, many years, so it wasn't worth me trying to get on the team. I could have after last week's catch.
Yeah, that was
Yeah. Oh my God.
impressive.
We'll talk about that in a second. But yeah, so my dad calls up there and he's like cussing at this guy and like, it's like, what the heck? Why'd you say that to my daughter? Stuff like that. But then they were like, why'd you tell your parents? And I was like,
I hate when
What?
they do that.
am I just not supposed to tell my parents?
How
Like,
dare
what
teachers
is the-
gaslight people
yeah.
like that?
What is the first thing your parents ask you when you get home from school?
How was school?
How was school today? Are you going to be like, it was good. I didn't get yelled at by my coaches for going to Houston, Mom. I promise. No, I'm going to be like, Mom, this coach yelled at me, you know? Like, because that's the one thing you remember. You're like, yeah, I did something in pre-algebra regarding X, but I don't remember exactly what it was.
That's not the
Sorry.
it doesn't stick out what you learned. It sticks out like how the teachers treated you.
Yeah, exactly.
Or like how the students treated you.
Yeah, so, whatever. Anyways, I ended up quitting basketball mid-season. Like, I didn't even finish my last season because of this. Yeah, anyways, I won't tell you the rest of my concussions. Other ones don't really matter, and nothing came out of those. But that one I did. Oh, the funniest one was when I played powder puff football my senior year, and we played in our new indoor practice facility. And this day we actually got kicked out of the practice facility by a coach because technically we weren't allowed in there, but we were using it anyways.
Were you practicing?
Yeah, we were practicing.
Okay.
So we were in there, and they were like, hey, we're going to practice offense versus defense, and the guys are going to play offense, and the girls are going to play defense.
Mm-hmm.
And at the time, you're like, that's a great idea. Like, it's like we're playing a game.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm on defense. I was playing, I don't remember what it's called. Safety? Safety, yes. I was playing safety. So I was pretty far back.
Guarding receivers and stuff.
Yeah. So there was the pass thrown to a good friend of mine. His name is Dalton.
Yeah, Dalton.
Yeah, Dalton. I don't talk to him anymore, but he's a nice guy.
Still, yeah, Dalton.
Yeah. So he gets like, it's like one of those passes when you actively have to like jump up
Yep.
and catch it above your head. It's so high. Both of us had went for this catch because I was like, I'm gonna be so cool and like intercept it. I'm gonna be like MVP forever. I was not, but I tried. So in that moment when we both jumped up, Dalton turned, and kind of faced me, and all of a sudden he tackled me, and I like rolled back and slammed my head
Oh.
on the ground, and I was like, ouch. And then I was like, I'm gonna go home. That was the end of my practice. I was
I'm
like,
out.
hey guys, that hurt me. I'm gonna leave now. And they were like, oh, sorry, Amber, bye. So I went home, and my mom was like, you're home early, and I was like, my head hurts. So
Was this practice facility, did it have like turf on the ground?
yeah,
Okay.
it had turf. So it wasn't like concrete or anything. Like, I think I would have died if it was anything harder
Right.
than turf. But it was a hard hit, and I was like, oh goodness.
This was a while back, but Renee popped in and she was like, oh my God, is that the Amber Dyess?
Yes, it's me. Also, Savannah. That goat looks crazy good.
Thank you.
I like her.
I always struggle to capture people's features
I like
as
the
best
hair.
as possible. Your hair sticks out to me a lot.
Thanks.
Mm-hmm. That and you have really beautiful eyelashes.
Oh, thank you.
So I tried to capture that as best as possible.
My mom has said that so many times. She was like, "How come you got these long lashes and I got nothing?" And I was like, "I don't know, like blessings on blessings." I mean,
Blessings on blessings.
but yeah, my hair is big, blonde, and curly. I don't know, and long. It's super long right now. I actually want to get a haircut soon. But the thing with long hair, curls, women, hair, it's expensive to go and get it cut. I think I was looking at actually going to a curl specialist because there's like a certain way they can cut curly hair to actually like put emphasis on the curls. And I want that done because I've never had it done, and I would like to experiment. But yeah, it was like looking at it without a consultation or anything, like a full actual cut was like $120. And I was like, I don't have $120.
Sorry, my memory just sort of wiped. Was this a haircut?
I haven't gotten it. I was looking into getting my haircut. This was months ago.
That's how much they cost for a lot of places for women to get their hair
Yeah,
cut.
my hair goes down to my lower back. It is a lot of, and my hair's thick. So it's like, it's a lot of work. So I understand, but like,
But
that's why I haven't gotten a haircut.
I know that you were telling me a little while ago, you were like, yeah, I went to get my hair cut. I was like, how much did it cost? I hope it wasn't too much. And you were like, yeah, it was like $20. Or it was like $10. And I was
Wait.
like, what?
Ozzy just got a haircut. How much was your haircut?
how was your haircut?
25.
Yeah.
25?
Where'd you go?
JCPenney.
JC Penney to get your haircut.
That's why, that's part of the reason I
I
have
can't
Jesse.
believe it. Jesse's great. She
That's
does
part of the
great
reason I
with
have Jesse cut my hair because Jesse does my hair very, very well. She knows me very well.
hair. Get a quote from Jesse.
Yeah, I may.
yeah,
I
Jesse
was thinking
can-
about that the other day. I
Jesse
was
cut
like,
Renee and Emmy's hair.
I know, and I really like both of those. I'm not like, I don't want my hair super short. I love having my hair long, but it's gotten to the point where it's like, why is my hair so long? It's like, even with the curls right now, it is down to my lower back. So I don't even want to straighten it and see how long it'll be. But yeah, I'll talk to Jessie. I was gonna actually text her today because I was thinking about it, and then I got distracted by life, so I
Yeah.
forgot.
Yeah, she would love to. She loves she loves doing hair, and she loves like getting to try new kinds of hair
Yeah.
because like variety is great, and she always like nails it. She did Renee's hair, and it turned out gorgeous.
Yeah.
Yeah, Renee's hair is super pretty.
And then of course Emmy's hair turned out gorgeous as well.
Yes. I don't know where she is. But your
Yeah.
hair's really pretty, Emmy.
I'm hoping next time. I think before I leave for drum corps, I'm gonna let her give me a mullet. I think I'm gonna go to drum corps with a mullet.
Oh,
I
God,
think I've decided.
Savannah, why?
It'll be so cool. If any drum corps people are watching right now,
Can it be a clean mullet?
it'll be a stylish mullet.
Okay, cool.
It's not
because
gonna be a Cotton Eye Joe mullet. It'll
I
be
saw.
a stylish
I was
mullet.
watching Selena, the series.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm talking about? I was watching some of that today, and there's a character on there. I don't think he's big in the scheme of things. I don't remember. I haven't gone that far. But he had a mullet, but also had bangs.
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, but like it was a long mullet.
Oh.
And I was like, ew, why? Why was that fashion? Like, ugh.
I think for mullets to be really fashionable, they need to be pretty short. I would, if I had a mullet, I would keep it about the same length as not now,
Yeah.
but if it was like super short.
Yeah, I like it. I can vibe with that.
Can you draw Kroger next?
Kroger?
Kroger.
Yeah, I'll draw Kroger.
Do you want to hold him so you can?
Of course. Come here, Kroger.
He's very nice. He's
Hi,
cute.
Kroger.
Oh, do you want to like see him with his bowl and his frog?
We can do that. How are you? Oh, he's still going on.
I don't know why he does like 3 sounds. Anytime you click it, it's either like super short or then there's or 3. I don't know.
Of course, I'll draw Kroger.
The lady was like super excited to show us that sound, because they have like your options like specifically for Star Wars. You have the Mandalorian theme, or the Kroger sounds. So yeah,
Of course, I'll draw Kroger.
I want to go back to Build-A-Bear already. It's been like barely 24 hours.
It's cool in there.
It is. It's super cool.
They've redone it. They don't have the bath anymore
Like the shower.
for us oldies that are listening.
Maybe it's still there, but they're in COVID mode right now.
Maybe.
Yeah.
Because what do you have to do?
So it's like after you get like the bear stuffed
Yeah.
and like sewed up, there
Yeah.
is a station that you could go and wash them. But the water is just air. So you'd go over there and there's like sometimes there's a brush, sometimes there's not like a brush but like a scrubby thingy. And it's like you put them underneath like the shower head and you like just get extra fuzz off. I don't know, that's not there anymore.
So, I guess, is that the most, like, hands-on part?
I guess,
of
yeah,
the-
because that's like
Okay.
the part where you actively have to be involved. Because the other part was like stand there and then like
Take the heart.
like rub your heart really fast or put
it
it
was
on your
like,
toe
rub it
because
on
you're
your toe.
totally awesome. Put it on your side so the child will always be by your side. It was cute. I really enjoyed that part. I was like, "Aw, wow, I'm making a friend."
Their business model was a very good and successful one.
Yes,
I was telling
yes.
Savannah that the other day, that's just, they took everything a kid wants out of a stuffed animal. Everything, like the process of picking one out and building one.
Yeah, yeah.
And they executed it almost perfectly.
They actually like they're having a pretty good deal right now. Not to like promote, but they're having like a 2 for $35
Yeah.
deal, which is pretty good, especially if you have multiple children.
Yep.
Because I know when I was a kid, we never got to go to Build-A-Bear because that's 3 Build-A-Bears.
It's expensive.
It's
usually.
expensive. But with that deal, it makes it a little more bearable.
Good stream, everybody.
Sorry. I couldn't help
That's good.
myself.
That's good. Were you sitting on that one, or did it
No,
just
no,
pop
no.
in?
It just
Okay.
came, and I was like, oh. Oh goodness. I don't know. You know, I wish they had an Appa Build-A-Bear.
Oh, they
Oh
used
my
to.
gosh.
They
I believe
used
so.
to?
I remember
I'm
people
gonna-
talking about it.
I'm gonna look that up.
I would love an opera.
I was telling Savannah. No, I said out loud at some point while we were at the mall that it would be a wonderful idea if they decided to put a microchip in, just like a RFID chip, not necessarily a tracking microchip or something that could, track kids.
That's what I was laughing at.
You know,
When you said it, just like you were like, yeah, put
it
a
makes
microchip
sense. No, wait.
in. Yeah.
It says Build-A-Bear Appa. Did it ever happen? I don't know if it actually happened.
Did it
but
ever happen?
It doesn't look like it actually.
But it would be so cool if they, if they wanted to put microchips in them, they'd put them in either in the hearts or the sound devices, right? But if you just slipped an RFID chip in there, something to identify it, and you can map a name to that chip.
Yeah.
And so every time you come back, it's like to buy it clothes or whatever you want for your bear, a little screen pops up and it's like, welcome back.
Yeah, right? That's cool.
Yeah.
That's a good idea.
Build Bear, call me.
I'm upset because they didn't. When I was a kid, they had a pink poodle, which I got. And with that pink poodle named Pinky, I got a little cheer uniform. Wow, who would have thought? But it was also pink, and that's what I just wanted to see that again because I don't know where that bear is or dog. Build a dog. I don't know where it is right now.
Dog.
Oh. Oh, my brother's texting me. But yeah, I was just upset because I couldn't find that cheer uniform yesterday. I was like, I want to see that. It's probably in a trash bag in my closet because that's where all my old stuffed animals are, and I would love to find it again.
Rachel asks if we've seen their April Fool's Day posts.
The Build-A-Bear?
Yeah.
What did
No.
What did they do?
Oh, yeah. It was like ways to break up with people. Breakup bears. Yeah.
That's funny.
I was like, I watched that and I was like, what?
Simplest way possible. If you really want your significant other to know how you feel, add an audio track.
Listen, we both know it's been over for a while, so,
God.
Listen, we both
We
know.
both know it's been over for a while.
That's really good.
That's so
That's
funny.
a
Oh my
good
gosh.
April April Fool's.
If they could have made some money on that.
Everybody
They
at
really
Build-A-Bear
could've.
has such good ideas.
Yeah, right?
Oh my gosh.
I really like that little owl Build-A-Bear.
Yeah.
Which one, the snow owl?
That's the
was
one that
super
I
cute.
wanted
I was
to
like,
get.
Dang.
Savannah and I have already decided that we're going back there for a date, but we'll have to, you know,
We'll have to save up some money.
yeah, we'll have
Did you
to
see
eat
the-
PB&J for about 8 months.
Yeah.
The child PJ set that they have at Build-A-Bear. If you want to snag
Sure.
that for
Yeah.
Kroger there. that'd be
I'm kind of
pretty
upset that
nice.
you didn't make him like a Steelers football player.
Oh no!
I really
They wanted
would've-
him so authentic because Ozzy and I watched The Mandalorian, all of The Mandalorian together. You know, I had to catch up because it wasn't something I was interested in when the first season came out, but then I was like, I'm going to watch this. So we did. And obviously, the child is my favorite character on that show.
Of course, right?
Yeah,
How could it
of
be anything
course.
different?
The drawing is coming along really well.
I thought you were just drawing an alien. At first, I kind of forgot, but now that it has the cheeks, I was like, oh, there he is.
It's all about the cheeks.
Yeah,
He has
right.
so many distinguishing features, but the cheeks are like it. You know?
I love it.
Oh my gosh.
He's such a cute character. I love that they thought about him.
I wish that I don't know. I love character design. Oh man, I messed up. I started drawing it a certain way, and now I can't stop. Actually, his head needs to be flattened. Yeah, that's better. Oh, my back. Jeez Louise.
Scoliosis.
Yeah, something.
Scully.
There we go.
Oh man, he's so cute.
There we go. What were we saying?
It looks like his hair right now. It's blowing in the wind.
He has a mullet.
Yeah.
No. Not Kroger with a mullet.
Mullet Kroger.
So cute.
I do like him.
What were y'all saying? I'm sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt anything.
I'm
I
just
forgot.
I'm just encompassed and infatuated with this. He's like the oldest baby I've ever seen.
He is.
He
Well,
is
he
the
is
oldest
technically.
baby
Yeah.
you've ever seen.
He is technically the oldest baby you've ever
Yeah.
seen.
Wait, really?
Yeah.
Is that
He's pretty old. Like
He's like 50
I-
or something.
he's 50. Ozzy knows all Star Wars. I swear.
Oh my word. Today I uncovered a treasure, and I think you would like it. We went to a. Yeah, you. Sorry, I'm talking to Ozzy. We went to a yard sale today. We went to two, and we came across Star Wars D&D, and we got to pick it up. And you can. It's like I don't know if it has a story in it or what. I think it does.
Yep.
Because it's got like villain characters and things like that.
Yeah.
But it's so cool.
we could always write some.
We could always write some stories too.
Did
but
you buy it?
yeah, we got
Oh.
like 12 D&D books for like $20.
Oh yeah,
So-
you told me about
Yeah.
that.
Yeah, and those D&D books, those books normally sell for about anywhere from 20 to 40 bucks a book.
Yeah.
And so she was like $20 for all of them, and we were like,
We're like, yeah, okay.
Okay.
so it was a really good deal.
Yeah.
Rachel asked in the chat if Savannah could give a quick intro on Amber and I. She wants to know who we are to you.
Okay.
Oh. yeah.
So Amber is a friend of mine.
Yeah.
We, all of us have been in band together. All of us did college marching band together. Amber
Green.
is a friend of mine who we sort of knew each other freshman year. We didn't really talk much.
Yeah.
Talk a little bit more sophomore year, and now we're roommate in laws. I guess is
Roommate
the right way to say
in-laws,
that.
yes.
Yeah. And so we've been in the same friend group for a very long time.
Right. Yeah.
And we sort of hang out with all of us a lot, but we're in the same grade.
Same studio.
Same studio. She's also a horn player.
Yeah.
She was a mellophone player, and I believe a mellophone section.
I was
leader.
section leader, and then this past year I also served as student assistant for member engagement. I didn't do anything until like the last day, but that was my title.
But we were very engaged the last day.
Yeah, we were.
We were.
I was engaging. That last day, for those of you who don't know, was our COVID GB band banquet. Typically, when we do GB banquet, it's at the Embassy Suites in Denton, and it's like a plated dinner, and Professor Cook gives a speech and then announces all these awards, and there's a slideshow, and it's just social hour pretty much. But with COVID, obviously that was unable to happen. I had started planning over the summer. I had started planning the banquet as if it was going to be normal. I got my hopes up, obviously. So we had to adjust. So we decided to just host it after a pretty relaxing GB rehearsal.
Not Joe.
Joe.
Sorry, Frodo's is causing issues again.
He's all right. He's just hanging out now.
Frodo munching on Big Joe.
But so what that held was we just played some stand tunes that some of our Green Brigade members were working on.
I meant to write one and I forgot to spin it.
Oh, cool. And then we provided pizza, which everybody sat in their spot, and then the student assistant and drum major team went around and handed out pizza to people.
Yeah, pizza.
I'm pretty sure I ate one slice and then I put it on the ground and I didn't pick it up. Anyways, sorry, Apogee. I disrespected you on my last day there. But then after that, they were like, oh, there was a slideshow playing that I had worked on. I cried over, but I worked on it and I finished it and I submitted it and it was really good.
Mm-hmm.
I'm really awesome at that. I'm just kidding. It was nothing.
No, it was great.
It was actually
awesome, really.
I think it
really
took me
good.
like 2 hours because I had started another project that I had envisioned, and then our lovely director was like, no. I was like, okay, so I cried. I put so much hard work into it, and then he was like, I don't like it, and I was like,
That's just kind of how it goes.
okay. So yeah, I know, but whatever. I did the slideshow that was actually presented, and then we did section awards, and then I had to help announce those, and I had been running around for some reason. Oh, I don't remember. Oh, we did superlatives, and my student assistant was announcing those, and I was running around handing the certificates to people.
Yeah.
And then Professor Cook was like, get on the podium. You have to announce these now. And I was like, okay. So I like climbed up on the drum major podium and I just handed a mic. And I was like, hey, I could not catch my breath. And I was trying to say names. I mispronounced like all of them. It was super embarrassing. That was the section awards. And then there was 2 videos made, I don't remember, and then there was like the big ol' awards and the student assistant recognition awards, and then they were like, bye, and I was like, bye. So yes, that was the last day and like the only true day that I served. Oh my god, Kroger's so cute.
Yeah, Kroger.
Oh, he's nice looking.
Ooh, something's up.
What's wrong? Did we lose people?
No, we haven't lost anybody, but the screen clicked for a second, and we're like zoomed out for some reason.
Oh,
Let me see.
let me see if I can fix it.
Oh, for some reason, Zoom decided to pop. I have no idea why it did that. It went into full screen
Oh.
for a second, but now we're back.
What did it see?
Cute.
It was just very zoomed in on
Okay.
Kroger's face.
Oh, okay.
You know what?
Yeah, so
that's nice.
Yeah.
We're fine.
So Amber is my friend, and then Trent is my boyfriend.
Yeah.
We are also in the same friend group, and we have been since for a while.
Since COVID started. Or else we wouldn't be doing this.
Well, we also hung out in the same friend group before that too.
Oh, well, yeah.
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 He is also a mellophone player.
Dun dun.
He marched drum corps. He did Horizon. He also did Compass.
Mm-hmm.
Cool.
Sound sport, not world
Sound
class
sport.
or open
Yeah.
class.
Sound sport. But he has some very, very cool experiences with that. I love listening and hearing about it.
We ran it like an actual drum corps. The best we could. We got yelled at like we were an actual drum corps.
Yeah.
So
That's all that matters.
We also at college got yelled at like an actual drum corps, which was great.
Do you remember that time regarding the one push-up?
I love the one push up.
One push-up.
Good gosh, that was the worst day ever.
That was horrible.
That was so bad. So was this was freshman year?
This is freshman year.
Freshman year of college. GB was like hyped for some reason.
Yeah, something was going on.
We were all like acting crazy. We were all talking.
I think it was cold.
Oh, it was either really cold or like starting to
Muggy,
get cold.
yeah.
The weather was changing. We were all crazy.
Mm-hmm.
So we were all talking a lot, and Dr. Williams was like, "Stop talking, seriously, like stop talking." And we didn't, how bands do.
You were like,
Okay.
what are you going to do?
Yeah, what are you gonna do? So this guy, oh gosh, he says, "All right, horns down, like put your horns on the ground." We're like, "Yay, okay."
And there's this moment whenever you know you're about to get punished in any sort of group, but especially in band, because the director has to tell you to put your
It's like,
instruments down.
horns down.
And that I love that 10 seconds in between the punishment itself and when they tell you to put your horns down.
Yeah.
Because you have this time to just like set your horn down, and you sort of smile to yourself and you're like, oh God. what
What are they going to do
What are
now?
they gonna make us do?
Oh, no.
And then, so he's like, "Horns down, get down on the ground." And we're like, "Why are we on the ground?"
I remember he said that,
He's
and I was like, what?
"Push up position." And then he was like, "Okay, you're gonna go down when I say down, and you're gonna come back only when I say up." And we're like, "Okay, yeah, it's like the fitness gram."
I thought he was going to make us do like 100.
I thought he was
Like, I
gonna
was like,
make us do so many push-ups, but
He said we were just one push-up.
we're gonna do
Just
People
one.
were like, oh.
Yeah.
Yeah,
okay,
one
okay.
push-up. We can all do
we
one
can all
push-up.
We can all do one push-up.
So he's like, "Okay, we're all in push-up position," and he says, "Down," and we're like, "Down."
Everyone's
And then
like,
he
"Yeah,
goes-
down."
And then he says, "I'm gonna tell you guys a story," and we're like, "What?" And we're all in down push-up position, and we're like, arms are starting to shake.
It
and you're
lasted like 4 minutes.
it felt so
Yeah,
long.
he
I
was
don't know
like,
how long it actually lasted.
In the beginning.
In the
Can
beginning.
I tell the abridged version?
Of course
Yes,
you can tell
I
me.
love this
Yeah, go
because
ahead.
I remember telling this story one of the first days of one of our band sectionals, and I remember someone looked at me and they were like, how do you know that so well?" And I was like, "I think about it a lot." And we do. So we go down, and we're in this position. And he goes, "Let me tell you a story. In the beginning, God made Dr. Nicholas Williams,
Or like,
and Dr. Nicholas Williams made band, and it was good." And Dr. Nicholas Williams said, "In band, there will be no talking, and those who talk will be severely punished."
As
and
we're shaking.
Yeah, and this went on for about like
My
9
knees
minutes.
were on the ground. I was like,
Yeah.
yep. I understand.
Wyatt's with us. Hi, Wyatt.
Hi, Wyatt.
Hey, he goes, "Is
Hi,
this the
Wyatt.
one push-up story?"
Oh, we know it well. We all know it
We
well.
all know what this is.
Hi, Wyatt.
Yeah. So, yeah. And he finally calls us back up. He goes, "Now stop talking." And
Oh,
we were
you're
like,
quiet for the rest of the time. No one said a peep.
"Nope."
We were like,
Not a
never
peep.
again.
Never again.
That was.
It was so funny.
It's good.
I'm
Oh
gonna
my
tell
God.
that story to my future
it's so funny.
students. I'm not gonna make them do that because
Absolutely not.
That's horrible.
Yeah.
You-
But I'm gonna tell them.
No, you should be like, "All right, we're gonna do one push-up, and then make it like decent,
You know.
Like don't kill him, but I think it'd still be like, you know what I'm capable of.
You should be like, it's kind of funny.
It'll take a lot to like push me to that limit because
Yeah.
for the most part I'm like, when I worked at camp they always called me the chill counselor because most of the time I was like, quit. Like I gave them
Yeah.
the mom
Quit.
look of like, you know better. Like what are you doing? And they were like, "Oh, I'm sorry."
"Oh, I'm sorry."
Sorry.
So like I didn't really have to punish at camp. I don't know why it was always with me that was easiest. There's very few times that I was like, "Yo, stop right now. This is not okay." But whatever. But I feel like as a teacher, it may be different. Who knows? I don't know what the future holds. But I feel like it's gonna take a lot to get me to that point where I'm like a physical push-up
Yep.
punishment when it comes to marching band. Like, yeah, I don't really want to be a high school director. I'm looking towards middle school and
Yeah.
elementary because
You can still make him do push-ups.
yeah,
Make
All
your
my
fourth
first
grade
grader.
class Get down on the ground.
Get down on the ground.
Put your
Get
recorders
down.
down. Get down.
How dare you?
Recorder Express, set it down.
How dare you play with poor intonation on those recorders? Get down on the ground.
Put your ORF instruments down.
Or instrument.
1, 2, 3, sit in the circle with me.
Oh man.
You're gonna wish you took the cookie from the cookie jar. Yeah, so if y'all have any, just as an aside, if y'all have any recommendations on what to draw next, we're looking for something. Rachel, Wyatt, if you want Savannah to draw something as she has talentedly done. So
Sorry.
Was your nose?
Yeah, it was my nostrils.
Oh, cool. Oh, God.
That's what Poppy sounds like. Sometimes Poppy is Trent's cat. And sometimes I'm woken up by the... Or it's more like...
she has congestion.
Oh, me too. It's okay.
She has congestion. That's funny.
Rachel, you want to come say hi to the microphone?
Is there any way I could tell another story about Dr. W?
Go right ahead.
That's all
yes,
right.
of course.
Oh.
What story are you going to tell?
This was just, we've already said his name. This was while Dr. Williams was at Scouts. Right.
Okay, yeah.
And they were doing this thing, as I understand it, when you're in a position like Dr. Williams, you're in a lot of places. Mm-hmm. And so I think what happened was he was serving as brass caption head at that time. And then there was like a staff switch, at some point in there. So he was there for a little bit, and they were rehearsing in Ratliff Stadium. And again, this is told through the grapevine. I don't know if this actually happened or not. There seem to be a lot of drum corps stories that come out.
Through the grapevine?
Yeah, through the grapevine. And it's like, did they actually happen? Mm-hmm. It's like war stories and stuff like that. So they were rehearsing in Ratliff Stadium in Odessa, Texas.
Odessa.
Yeah, exactly.
Wow.
Yeah, I know. Which I have plenty of stories about Odessa. Well, our housing site was out there. We had spring training in Odessa.
My parents lived there for a moment of time. Sorry.
Odessa?
It's interesting.
Midland, Odessa. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So they were rehearsing, and trumpets. They were doing their trumpety thing, and Dr. Williams was known for doing this thing where he'd call out a section and he'd be like, "Yeah, go find me a flower." And so, yeah, and you know how like sometimes if you're running, the director or who's ever running, is like, and grab me a leaf off that tree after you touch it,
Yeah.
like bring me back something, and so he'd be like, go find me a flower, and so they were like, it's Odessa, Texas.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking this entire time. Like, a flower in Odessa? Only
can
on
imagine.
a cactus.
I can imagine every high brass member being like, and just looking at
Yeah.
each other and being like, where are we going to find a flower?
We
So-
all like tear it up. Everybody brings back one piece of the flower.
So they take off and they run down the road, and they're like, oh God. And don't stop until you find me a flower. And they're running down the road, and they're running by just a whole bunch of trumpets, running through one of the more dangerous cities in Texas, crime-wise.
Yeah.
And do you know this story, Savannah?
No, you haven't gotten this far in the story.
So they come across a cemetery,
Oh.
Oh no. Oh goodness.
Oh, no.
and they run in and they grab this bouquet of flowers, and they're like, perfect. And so they grab it, and then they run a mile back, and the section leader takes it, and all of them file back in at standby, and they see the section leader just like going up 2 bleachers at a time, just to finally get up to Dr. Williams. He's in the middle of like making ensemble comments, and he puts it at his feet, and then he runs and gets back at standby, and he finishes his comment, and he looks down and he goes, trumpets. Their hands shoot up, and he goes, those don't look like they're from around here. And there was like this point where his face, like, he's like, and he just gets really close to the mic, and he goes, put them back. And so they're like, So they drop their trumpets and they go take the bouquet, and they run a mile back to the cemetery, and then they run a mile back.
At what point? At what point when
miles.
he like? At what point did he look down and like realize where they were from? Like he was like, "Oh, a bouquet.
Oh,
where do
yeah.
you find a bouquet? Like, where do you find a bouquet in that?" Like, it's like I don't.
Oh,
Oh my word!
Wyatt says throwback to when Ben asked if y'all saw the top of a building and y'all got ready to climb a building.
Oh yeah, yeah. There was another time where Stone was doing warm-ups in the middle, like we were getting ready to do Canton, Ohio, like a show. We were in our
Oh.
show outfit, and we were warming up, and we were stretching, and he was like, "Do you see the sun?" And I was like, "Oh my god!" Like I was like. Like I was like, I can't go there. I can't. I was like, I don't know if he thinks the rest of us can run vertically, but I certainly can't. Like that's very far away.
Oh man.
But yeah, there was a time where I think we might have still been in spring training or something like that. But the campus that we stayed on had, it had skyscrapers, much like GWU does, and those were the dorms, and they were like 20 stories up, and they
Oh
were
my
like, "Do you see the top
goodness.
of a building?" And like all of us were like.
Oh no.
Like I wish we had cameras because like my face, like you look up and you like you spot the building and you're like, oh, because it's like way up there. It's like, do you have to climb it? How do you get up there? Drum corps is very interesting.
Yeah.
I wish that everybody could do it
Just once.
just once, not because of the the hardcore stuff. It's not about that. It's about like just learning to work as a unit is very
Yeah.
important. Learning to find your sense of self when you are working in the sort of unitary cog-like system.
Yeah.
Cheerleading is very similar.
Yeah, that's what a lot of people learn lessons in drum corps like the same that I learned in cheer.
Yeah.
Because with that, you literally have to trust the person below you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you can't a majority of the
You
time.
most.
I forgot to say this earlier, but Marley also got a concussion. She was a flyer one time, and she went.
Oh gosh.
Forgot
the
Marley
turf.
was in cheer.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
I remembered that. I remember you mentioning that whenever we first met and talked about cheer for whatever reason. Trent and Savannah know this, and also Amy and Ozzy. I'm not a drum corps person.
Yeah.
Marching band is definitely my weakest spot when it comes to the band. I prefer concert band. Is that because I'm lazy and I don't like walking or marching, I should say? Yeah, but I'm also not very good at it. And technique-wise, I'm rough around the edges.
Yeah.
I don't know how to put it. I mean, I don't suck. I just am not good, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
Um,
I think, I mean, on the contrast, I've been really impressed with your marching and playing.
Thank
for
you.
as long as
Yeah.
I've known you.
I like the playing part. When it comes to mellophone, I do enjoy playing the music. It's just sometimes I don't like doing it at the same time.
Do you have any recommendations for what Savannah could draw next?
I told you I was gonna be thinking about this earlier, but now I forgot. I found a funny picture of a sea turtle on my phone.
Ooh, show me.
Yeah, let me find it.
So
pretty funny.
while we're on the I definitely feel it took a lot for me to feel comfortable doing drum corps. So much so that the pandemic really instilled a fear of going back because I definitely pretty much consistently throughout the whole season felt like I was probably one of the weaker ones.
Yeah.
And it's such a mentality of being this unit, and you are as strong as the weakest unit. And so when you mess up, the band can't grow because you're the one falling behind.
Yeah. That culture, it can go south really
Yeah.
easily.
Yeah, a lot of people end up leaving
Yeah.
because of it. And of course, it's not for everybody. But there are other ways to learn how to grow that are probably in a more that shine in a more positive aspect in some senses. People that don't really enjoy thumb corps, people that don't really enjoy drum corps often really enjoy theater because it's the same things that you're learning, but you get to sort of be more of an individual.
Yeah.
You get to sort of take some liberty onto yourself in terms of character design, development. Go ahead. Yeah, go right ahead. And we just...
Oh.
And we just stood in the kitchen for about a minute and a half, and when she got our attention, she just held up. She
A bag of
slowly
popcorn.
held up a bag of popcorn. And we were like, yeah, of course, yeah, you can do that.
Actually, do y'all need a break? Y'all need to grab some water? Or...
I'm okay.
I'm okay. Are
Okay.
you okay? You can go grab some something.
Yeah, no, I'm good.
Ozzy, do you need a
Ozzy,
break?
do you need a break? Hey.
What are you gonna do? Oh, grab some water.
This is going to be an interesting 3 minutes.
I'm this.
Man. One more junk wars story.
One more
and
junk war
it was the Do You See thing.
Okay.
We had and it's real quick. We had a old tech that would run brass sectionals, and he'd always end sectionals with, like, he consistently had everybody run at the end and then do one last rep of the piece just to practice, conditioning and stuff.
Yeah, yeah.
And one day he was like, "See that stop sign?" We're all like, "Yeah." And he goes, "No, the other stop sign." And there was a red dot down the road.
Oh God.
And we were like, "Oh." And he goes, "You see it?" And we were like, "Yeah." And he goes, "Go get lunch." And we were like,
Oh man.
Ooh. Imagine like sweating in the
Yeah.
line, like calming down. I have a few drum corps stories of my own. There was a Phantom is really interesting, but there were some really hard times in the 2019 things, just because of how we were performing,
Yeah.
and we really felt as though we should be performing with higher scores, and we just weren't getting those scores.
Yeah.
And everybody felt that way. For those who are on, if anyone from Phantom 2019 is still on, I'm sure you can relate that it was very tense for a while, because we felt as though every show we were giving everything that we could. Even if it was not our best show, we were giving it all. What are you doing with the mic?
I just did nose.
Okay.
Yeah. Continue. No, I'm listening. I'm with you.
Everybody, staff member, everybody, just real pushing, and the judges just weren't convinced that Phantom should stay on the finals list, and so there was my injury was getting worse, and I wasn't talking to anyone about it because I didn't want to get kicked out. Certainly
Yeah.
not. And so just the building led us to, I believe it's Tennessee, led us to Tennessee. There was an incident at our housing site, and we hadn't gotten there yet. We were driving through the night. Their boiler exploded, and
Oh,
so they
goodness.
lost water. And so we were about 2 hours out, and DCI had to find us a new housing site. And the members didn't know this, and most of the staff didn't know this. And so they found us a new housing site, and it was a camp. I can't say the camp name because everybody will meme it. But for those who know the camp name, you know the camp name. You can say it in the chat. Just, I'm not going to say it out loud.
Yeah.
But it was a scout camp. It had not been in use for a very long time. We pulled up, and it was in the middle of the trees. I remember waking up and being like, "This is not a middle school. I don't know where we are."
Wyatt said this was in Georgia.
Oh, I guess it's Georgia then. Oh, sorry. They all blend together. I don't know what states are states anymore.
And Rachel said, "Georgia, baby."
Okay. So sorry. It was not Tennessee. It was Georgia. But we pulled up, and I remember it was like 3 a.m. and I remember like people in the back of the bus like kind of chuckling and being like, "Okay, what is this?" Like, okay, yeah, just another thing. We pull up, we park. Some people get out like immediately. There's a "Watch for Snakes" sign. We're like, like I remember getting off and being like, "I need to go back on," because I was just barefoot. Like I was like, and so people were like, "I'm gonna sleep on the bus," because we pulled up. Originally, we weren't gonna be able, like we didn't think we were gonna be able to sleep in the cabin. We pulled up to this like gazebo, and we were like, "Is that it? Like, is that what we're?
Is that where we live now?
And they were like, "You can set your stuff outside," and we were like, "Outside." Do you see the snakes sign? We ended up being able to get into the cabin, and we slept there. Field lining, yay! Field lining woke up, lined the field wrong. We lined it at a 5-degree angle, and it was the worst thing ever. It was so embarrassing. So that was just, it was an early morning practice. We lined the field wrong. We got in trouble. Field lining got in trouble for that. And then it was either right after lunch or right before lunch, they did a breathing block, but they made us carry our water jugs. and I was in a lot of pain. And I was trying to run, and it was you run to a tempo. The tech behind you hits not a Glock, the block.
not
The
a Glock.
block, not the Glock. Hits the block.
Bang, 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 bang.
And of course we're chanting, or we're singing our parts. Eyes, feet, start. Joan jams. Eyes, feet, start, stop, breath. Again. Eyes, feet, start, stop, breath. And we did this at, I believe it was like 140, 160, 210. And it was a mile of deserted highway.
Ooh.
Not a bridge or anything like that. It was like typical, typical back road highway that is like not off the map.
Did you find the sea turtle?
No, I didn't, but I found a cow.
Okay.
Okay.
Do you want to
go
see?
the cow.
Yeah.
But I have
I'll do it after the story.
Okay.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
So we're running. We have our full water jugs. They made us fill up our water jugs, and then they made us run. And we're running in a block. I'm trying to keep up. I'm very short. The people in the front set the pace, and it's always the tallest people. It's always people who are like 7 foot. And so you're like everyone else is like dead sprinting, and they're like just sort of like having a light little jog. And so I was like in the mellophone line. The mellow in front of me drops his water jug.
Uh-oh.
His handle falls off and it breaks, and he drops it, and he doesn't warn anybody. He doesn't say like oops or like I dropped it. It just drops, and I don't see it, and I trip and I fall, and I get trampled. I get trampled.
No.
And of course, like people around me can't see it. It's always like the people in front, I'm sure, like didn't see it. But all the mellophones behind me are like, I'm sorry. And I'm like, oh. And
Were you Joan?
I was not Joan in that moment. I was not. But my breast caption head like ran up to me and like he like picked me off the pavement and he shook me and was like, "Are you okay? Are you okay?" And I was like, "No!" Like screaming and like scared. My water jug was on the ground and I was like bloody. And I remember like trying to catch up. Like he was like, "Just take your time. Like I'm so sorry." And I was like bruised. And then he pulled me over afterwards. Like we were walking and he was like, "I know your hip is hurting." And I was like, "Oh." I was like, "How did you know?" But yeah, that was like one of my walls. That was like the Great Wall of China size wall. Like
That sounds horrible.
Is that actually the... Do y'all have a nickname for the camp, or is that actually what it's called?
it's what it's called.
Oh my gosh.
It is what it's called. I am not joking. We saw that it's on the a big sign
That's nice.
in the gazebo where we had lunch, and I remember being like I remember looking up and being like, "Is that the real name?" And everyone was like, "Oh my god." It was, and it truly was. It truly was the real name. I've looked up the camp since then. Crazy. Absolutely crazy.
Wow.
I think that we even oh man, I don't know for sure.
Whoa.
What?
We were... The chat... Or I missed the chat for a while. Let's see. Let me catch up.
Nice.
Wyatt says Abdul talked about calling an Uber,
Yeah.
leaving.
Yeah, he was like, I'm out.
Rachel said they did the whole "you'll laugh about it someday."
They
While
did.
y'all were just...
And I am laughing about it.
Yeah.
On live, I'm laughing at it on the internet.
Yeah.
People can hear it. I'm laughing about it.
I'm hearing it.
They did
right
say
now.
you'll laugh about it, and they said True Grit.
Wyatt said Joan Jams ruined his hip.
Yeah.
And Clark said, "Howdy to my friends."
Hey, Clark.
Hi,
Hey, Clark.
Clark.
Hey, Clark.
Good to see you.
Clark has this story, a drum corps story. While we're on the topic, give me the picture of the cow, and I'll draw it.
I was gonna say I can give you a cow, or it'd be fun. I'm a big Animal Crossing friend, person. It'd be fun to draw everybody's favorite villager.
Yes, I love Animal Crossing.
Does it have to be a villager?
No, it can be
anybody.
character.
I love Isabel. She's great.
I also love Isabel.
Megan sent me.
What is this? Is that an onion? Yeah, onion
The
goggles.
I need to get some onion.
Is that her?
goggles.
That's Megan.
Yeah, the Music City.
She looks like a meme. This was the cow. It's kind of cute. I don't know why I have
cow is
this.
so
Oh, I love
cute.
that.
It is. It's a brown and white cow sitting on some grass with some flowers and waters in the background with some clouds. I'm sorry, that was such a bad description. That's the best you can get. But
Everybody
it is
send
cute.
me their favorite Animal Crossing villagers, and I will draw. Because my favorite is Flora.
Flora's a good one.
I love Flora.
I love Flora as well. I have I have to think. I don't know. I love so many villagers. I started Animal Crossing in January when Ozzy got me the game. It was actually my second, technically, day. The first full day after my second thyroid surgery.
Wow.
Yes. That's a mouthful. But yeah.
It's a nice present to receive.
Yeah,
Animal
it
Crossing.
was nice. Ozzy had 2 copies, so he gave me the physical one. So yeah, I started in January, and I have.
Make my gift seem like it was goose shit.
What?
Huh?
No, I loved it. I loved the gift that Ozzy gave me, which was Animal Crossing, and then also Kroger, and also Ozzy gave me a cute purse from Target the other day, and I really enjoyed them all.
Just making it clear. Oh yeah, he gave us the okay sign
You're welcome.
with both of his hands.
Thank you for all the gifts. I got Ozzy a corn dog earlier, and I'm pretty sure I spent his money. I'm sorry.
You know, Trent got me Skyrim for our anniversary.
I also
and-
used your money for that.
Did you really?
No.
Oh, I was like, I didn't.
You're making
even
me sound
notice.
like a bad person.
No, I'm just.
I was in Carrollton for Ozzy, so it was only right.
Oh, Carrollton is yeah. No, that's good. No flames on Carrollton.
Carrollton. I've really enjoyed it thus far. I wish that I've had more time to play it.
Skyrim.
Yeah.
Yeah.
For those who don't know, and for those who haven't tried it before, oh my word, do D&D. Like, try it at least once. It is very fun. I have really enjoyed it. We just finished a campaign that Trent and I were in, and I am very emotionally attached to my satyr friend.
It was good.
Yeah, my little Puck. He's awesome, and I cannot wait to do some one-shots with him in the future. Trent's writing one right now, involving the character that he had a little bit. I don't know much about it, so I can't say anything, but I'm really excited to do it. I'm doing a mini campaign involving kind of like the plot to one of my. I don't watch a lot of anime, but I did watch one anime and I kind of enjoyed it.
The plot to what anime? What is it?
The Promised Neverland. Yeah. So I'm doing a one shot with that where everyone is a child. And it's very fun.
Rachel's in her first campaign.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm very interested to know what kind of character everyone in the chat plays if they've played.
Mm-hmm.
So certainly drop it and talk. Feel free to talk about your character and indulge. Absolutely.
We sent you.
Thank you. Oh, Isabel.
A beauty.
A beauty.
One
Love
time
Isabel.
Ozzy told me that I looked like Isabel. I have a bright yellow sweater that I got.
Yeah.
And then I had my hair in what is it called?
A bell.
Top knot.
Yep.
Like it's a half up bun.
Why are you cheesing?
We were at a Wind Studies concert. And I was sitting with Ozzy and he goes, You look, hang on. He Googles Isabel because this was way before I was educated on Animal Crossing. And he was like, you look like Isabel. And I was like, who's Isabel? Who is this person? Obviously, it's a dog. But yeah, so he showed me and I was like, I'm pretty sure there's a video on my phone of me pouting next to a picture of Isabel or something because I didn't understand. I'm honored now that he told me that. I'm like, yes, she's so cute. I like it when she wears her pink Hawaiian shirt.
I don't remember what I was saying. I think I was going to tell another drum corps story, but we might be past that.
Oh, I was going to say, my favorite Animal Crossing character currently is Tia, the elephant. She is a elephant that looks like a teacup.
She's so
or a
cute.
teapot.
She's very cute. I love her.
I was between Tia and Tipper. Tipper is a black and white cow. She's a snooty. She's really cute.
How do you spell Tia?
TIA.
Oh. I didn't know if there was a E in there somewhere to make it seem like T.
Oh, no. I think you get the T reference from her face.
Or face.
I'm just kidding.
That's
But
funny. Okay, great.
she's a cutie. I actually got an amiibo from Emmy for Tia.
That's right.
Oh, wait. Yeah,
She's giving
I
out-
did.
Yeah.
Because Tia is one of those rare villagers that you don't run into often.
Mm-hmm.
I do enjoy going villager hunting,
Me too.
But it's very convenient that Emmy makes amiibos.
Yeah.
So I also have Weber, who's a little duck, just a little brown duck. He's super
Is he
cute.
Weber because the feet?
I imagined. I don't know.
Sorry.
Yeah, he's a lazy. I really like the lazy personality type.
What was that?
The AC kicking on.
Okay.
Yeah. That's interesting. Isn't Animal Crossing? It's not originally in English, right?
I don't believe so.
I don't
no.
think so.
Because it's a Nintendo. It's from Nintendo.
Yeah.
So, how do all of the character designs?
Like match up with the name.
Yes.
So I think I follow Animal Crossing like official on Instagram.
Yeah.
And they'll just post little snippets of villagers in their houses. And with that, they hashtag the names. But if you look at the hashtag, there's like 3 different names.
Oh, yeah. That makes sense.
So
yeah.
I think it varies on location.
The language.
Yeah.
That makes sense.
Yeah, language. I don't know why I said location.
That makes a lot more sense.
But yeah, so like, yeah, I don't know what I was going. But I saw that. I noticed that a few weeks ago. I was like, oh, because all the cows are different. Because what is it, Angus? And then they're
Yeah.
that one's funny.
It's the same way that I think Tom Nook is a raccoon for us, but he's a tanuki.
Yeah.
Oh, cool!
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
He's actually a tanuki.
So it's Tia, Isabel, and then who's your favorite?
Flora, of course. My
I
girl
do
Flora.
like Flora. Her character design is awesome.
Flora is very cute.
Hello, Flora. How are you?
Hello.
I am under
Flora.
the water.
I'm under the water.
Do you have Flora on your island?
So originally I played on my family Switch, because my brother has a Switch that he doesn't often use. So when I got Animal Crossing, I played on that Switch. And instead of being diligent and switching the things over,
Sorry. You said switching.
when switching the things over, when I got my Switch Lite, I just made a new island, but she was on my first island.
Amazing.
Yeah,
Cute.
And I loved her. I had really good villagers on that one. I had Poncho. I love Poncho. He is a cub. He's blue and he wears a yellow sweater.
Yes, I know.
I love
who that
Poncho.
is.
I had Lolly, the kitten.
You had Lolly.
I had Lolly.
I love Lolly.
I had Graham, which Trent liked Graham, but I hate Graham.
I don't remember Graham. Who's
He's
Graham?
smug. He's a hamster with glasses.
I
Oh.
normally love the characters that tend to give you trouble.
Yeah, you
Like-
do.
Yeah. Yeah.
You do.
Yeah.
A few of them when I was like, oh, I hate this guy. You were like, what are you talking about? He's so cute.
Yeah.
I had what's the moose's name? Is it Elijah?
Eric.
Eric. I had Eric. I had, of course, I had Flora. I said that. I had. I wasn't into Clay at first when I got him, but I fell in love with Clay.
I like Clay.
You
I
what?
love Clay.
Excuse
Sorry.
me.
What did you say about Clay?
Why don't you love Graham?
Because
oh
he's
my
smug.
god, he's funny.
He's smug. I don't like smug villagers.
I only have one smug because I had Colton. He's a horse that is a prince. I had him and he's smug, and then I kicked him off or he left, whatever. And then I recently went villager hunting not too long ago, and I got this deer named Zell. He kind of looks like a gazelle, and he's smug. But I haven't reached that friendship level yet where I can like give him things and he'll like pick on me or anything. So
That's funny.
we're still new to each other. I haven't played in like a week and a half, which is crazy because I always play. But yeah, Smug's not my favorite.
Later, Rachel. We'll be here until midnight. So
Yeah,
if you
absolutely.
can catch him back.
Bye.
Catch us back until then.
It was good to see you. It's good to hear from you. Thank you for joining.
Have a good night. Be safe.
It's hard. I don't have a Switch, and so I haven't gotten to play the new one. And so whenever people talk about, villagers and stuff, it's it's hard for me to relate in that way.
Yeah.
But I did play City Folk back in the day on the Wii.
Oh, cool.
And it's so fun, and it was very nice. I remember the museum had a coffee shop downstairs, and I would go in the museum and go downstairs and just drink coffee at like 3 a.m. Talk to
Oh.
the bartender. It was great.
That's cool. That's a feature I wish New Horizons had.
I don't know who my least favorite villager is. It's not Graham. It's
right, it's not.
Pietro,
Pietro. You don't
the
like Pietro?
clown sheep. I hate him.
I think Emmy likes Pietro.
Emmy and Ozzy both had Pietro on their islands, and then when it was when Colton, my horse, left. He moved out, and then I went home, like back in Llano, and I was showing. This was the first time I was able to show my parents this Animal Crossing game that Ozzy had given to me right in front of them. So I was like showing them like what this game is because they were curious, and I was like, yeah, and I have an open plot so I can go give villager. And I looked at the sign, and I was like, Pietro's moving in here, and I was like, no, please, please, please. And I was like, no, and I was throwing this big fit, and I was like, no, he can't move here. He's not allowed. And then
Good Lord.
I kicked him off.
Are you looking at Pietro?
No, I'm looking at all the. Are there really 397 villagers?
Yeah,
Yeah, there are a
there's
lot.
a lot.
That's nuts. I hate. Where was he? I saw him just a second ago. The eagle.
Apollo?
Apollo?
Yeah, I don't like Apollo.
I had him in Pocket Camp.
I had him in Pocket Camp. I like Apollo in Pocket Camp.
There was also, I think, a
Did you say
gorilla.
everybody
I didn't
had
like.
him in Pocket Camp?
There was a gorilla that moved onto my island that I don't remember who it was, but I didn't
Was
like
it
him.
Rocket? The pink one?
No, it wasn't Rocket.
Wait, is Rocket a gorilla? Yes.
I think so, yeah.
I don't know any of the gorillas. I really like the ducks.
I wanted to have, is it Ketchup?
I love ketchup.
I have a Ketchup amiibo that I haven't put on yet because I like Ketchup a lot.
She's cute.
But I'm trying to think. I had, oh my God, Dell moved onto my island.
Dell, the alligator robot.
He moved on. Like I remember being like, I was like, oh, I guess I can't find someone for this plot, but I'm sure it'll be okay this time. And then like, they were like, Dell is moving in. I was like,
Excuse me? No.
He's like,
I wish they
"Roll
give
it,
you like a list to choose from. Like instead of being like, oh hey, I can't find someone. They're like Tom Nook's like, hey, here's like a list of 5 villagers that are interested in this plot. Pick one, and you're like, cool.
Yeah,
That way you don't
exactly.
you don't get stuck with Pietro or anything. That was stupid. I had a koala. His name was Gonzo.
I had Melba.
I
like
liked Melba.
I really like Melba. She's cute.
She is cute.
Actually, Ozzy has Gonzo now. He came to my island whenever Gonzo was in boxes, and he stole him. And then I went to Ozzy's island, and I was like, hi. And he was like, Amber, you come here? And I was like, yes, we're friends. Why do you think he adopted you? What do you expect? And he was like, don't worry. I'm like eating plenty of food and getting plenty of exercise. And I was like, okay. And then I
care
like
that much.
I like went and talked to him again. He was like, what are you doing here? And I was like, bro, he just talked to me.
Rachel, if you're still with us, you may have had out already, but yeah, it's a weekly thing, and thanks for, stopping by.
I
We
just
appreciate it.
spit on my computer screen.
That happens. I get excited all the time. Not even in, like, I'll be coding and something will work and I'll be like, yes! And it's like, when you like, it's like my computer probably thinks it's misbehaving because I'm like spritzing it all the time.
Oh no, spritz.
Not a good thing.
Oh, she's cute.
Yeah, weekly thing every Saturday night.
Every
9
Saturday
p.m.
night in Toledo, Ohio.
Saturday
Last
night.
Friday night.
I
Can we get copyrighted?
We can if we sing that melody. Yep. But
Oh no.
we sang like 8 at the same time, so it's probably, already happened. It's all right.
I didn't know that was a thing on smaller channels.
Yep. Yeah. It's less caught, but still possible. Machine learning and all that.
I
Aw.
Ow, my back. Sorry, my back. All day, every day. I was thinking about Animal Crossing. I gave Emmy my cherry,
Oh yeah,
I had a
like
cherry.
cherry.
and Emmy was like, "I wish I had a cherry," and I was like, "Well, I have a cherry, and you can have cherry." So she has my cherry, and I think I went to see Emmy one time, and Cherry was like, "Savannah." Like, and I was like, "Hey, Cherry." I was like, "What's up? How can I help you? What's up? How are you doing?"
Oh, I tried to, when I was explaining Animal Crossing to my parents, they're like, "Are those real people? Are those people playing as those things?" And I was like, "No, Mom, they're like computers. They're like programmed into the game already. Some of them just show up." And she was like, "Oh, that's terrifying. They all know your name?" I was like, "Because they live on my island. What if every time they're like, 'What's your name again? I'm sorry.'"
I'd be so offended. I'd be like, "Get
Me
out!"
too. Oh my gosh.
I love the way that they talk because it's either like sort of like Courage the Cowardly Dog when he's scared, or it's like I think Apollo, doesn't he talk very?
Yeah, that's how
Yeah.
that's how Del talks.
I hate it.
Oh.
I feel like a lot of the cranky
Yeah.
villagers talk like that. I
It's
guess
like
it
a cranky
depends,
villager
but like
thing.
I feel like that's what they're at because Konzo also talked like that and he was a cranky.
Mhm.
Yeah, I liked how he called me kiddo.
Oh,
He
I
was
would
like,
hate that.
"Hey, kiddo," and I was like, "I forgot you're supposed to be an old man."
A lot of
Oops.
the cranky villagers are old men.
Yeah,
Yeah. Ow, 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 ow.
some
Sorry.
of them are cool, and then some of them are like,
Amber,
yes.
I may have to switch the conversation topic.
Go ahead.
That's okay.
That's fine.
I need to just talk to you about Facebook Marketplace.
Okay,
I've had because I know you love Facebook Marketplace.
I do. I have appreciation for it.
It's so nice. I've had a story that I've wanted to tell for like a couple weeks now, but as soon as I thought that you may be a guest, I wanted to save this story for this. I was scrolling through the other day, and someone was selling silicone fingers.
I saw that.
You saw
I saw that, and I was like, I just like looked at it, and I was like, what?
Bro,
and then
why?
I just scrolled on. I was like, I'm gonna erase that from my memory. I don't know what this is about. Like, why do they have them?
I don't
I don't
guess
want
it's
them.
props, but why would you sell it on Facebook Marketplace?
He's like, I don't have any use for these. Man, might as well put them on Facebook.
Might as well. Honey, someone bought my fingers.
Someone wants to buy my fingers. That was so. Yes, I did see that, and I don't know. Sometimes I just get like fidget toys on my Facebook Marketplace.
What does that mean, you think?
I don't know. I don't know what it means, but like sometimes it's like, look at all these fidget spinners and these like popper thingies, and I was like, at first I clicked on one because I thought it was like a coaster or something. That's what it looked like. So I was like, cool, that's cute. I want a single coaster for my desk because I hate like watermarks. And I clicked on it and it was like fidget toy, and I was like, damn. And then I like moved on, and I was like, anyways, I don't want this. And then now Facebook's like, look at all these fidget toys.
Yeah,
And
look at
I'm
all
like,
these.
stop, please. Like, I bought patio furniture for our apartment. And now every time I go to Facebook Marketplace, it's like, look, patio furniture. And
Yeah.
I'm like, I bought
I already
some.
did that.
I did it.
It's-
I don't need it anymore.
Very scary when you have your phone in your pocket and you have a conversation with someone about buying something, and then you open Facebook Marketplace and it's there.
It's right there. And
But
you're like,
it's even scarier when this happened to me. My phone was in the other room, and I was like, and I thought about something I needed to buy. It was something like, shower curtains or a pet kennel or something. Shower curtains? Yeah, that's the
Shower
thing.
curtains.
I was a barrier between, yeah.
air and water.
And I went in there and it was there.
Oh, God.
I have no idea how. It was probably just a whack coincidence, but it was,
Now Facebook can read your mind.
yeah.
It's done
Well,
that
they
a few
could.
times.
Yeah.
Okay, Wish. Let's talk about Wish.
Oh, I used to shop on Wish. I have before, at least.
Wish, when I was maybe like a freshman, I was scrolling through Facebook, and that's when I first saw Wish ads. The first Wish ad I ever saw was a human tongue for $1.
What?
What? Not a good first impression of Wish. Like, right off the bat, I was like, okay, I don't know why. I told my mom about that. I was like, why do you have to, like, look up for your phone to think you want a human tongue?
I was looking at Isabel's face, like, as a whole right now, without any of the mouth or tongue. And she was just like,
Can you undo and then redo?
Oh,
that's
she looks
the
like
one.
Lenny, like the old meme.
That's pretty
A
good.
human tongue.
A human tongue for $1. And since then, it's been like, I got on Wish, I ordered something, and it's like, doesn't seem too bad. But after that, I don't know, it leaves a bad taste in my mouth.
Yeah.
I bought the human tongue.
Oh,
No.
you
Was
have
that a-
two tongues.
Huh?
Was that a pun?
No, it wasn't meant to be, but it can be now.
Interesting.
Oh my gosh. I was gonna say something about. She sort of looks like she has a goatee, like a beard, or 5 o'clock shadow right now.
Good. Now that you said that, that's all I can see.
I can unsee it real quick.
I don't know.
Yeah,
She's so cute though.
she is.
She would look cute with the 5 o'clock shadow.
She even. Well, yes. One, she would. Two. It's impossible to make Isabel look bad.
I love her little head tilt after the announcements.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And she's like, have a good day. And you're like, okay, thank you. Thanks, Mom.
I will have a good day, Isabel. Now
And-
that you said I should.
And evidence that it's impossible to mess up Isabel is the Build-A-Bear campaign.
Yeah.
Oh,
She look kinda derpy.
my gosh, she's so. I follow some Animal Crossing streamers on YouTube, and I love them. They seem like nice people, but one of them did. She goes by Tiger. She's really cool. Obviously, I don't think that's her name, but that's like her handle on YouTube. She did an unboxing for the Build-A-Bear, and she got both Isabel and Tom Nook. And she did the Isabel. Oh, I don't remember which one she did first. I guess that doesn't really matter. But the Tom Nook looks like Tom Nook.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
he's like this. He's like furry and soft, and you can see that in the video. But with the Isabel, she just looked like I don't even know how to explain.
Did
Yeah,
people?
weird? She looked like she was made out of what Kroger's
Robe
robe is
made
made
out
out of. It was really
Rober.
weird. I don't know. That's what she looked like to me. And like a 3D snout on her just didn't.
Yeah.
It didn't work for me.
Yeah.
Like it didn't. But she does look derpy, and I'm hoping they add some more characters to that campaign, that collection, soon.
Savannah, the way you draw her clothes is just spot on. It's crazy how you can capture that so well.
Oh yeah.
Thank you. Appreciate that. I have to. She's got a little button down thing down the front, doesn't she?
I think so. Do you have a reference?
Mm-mm.
Oh,
Well, I did at some point, but I'm not using it right now.
Yeah.
amazing.
Thank you.
I've never been good at drawing or anything. Or anything. But
Ever.
I know Chantal talked to you today about
Mm-hmm.
our art teacher in elementary school.
That's right.
Vaguely, at least.
Were you in GT
GT
classes as well?
I was not. Because they only had GT art in our elementary school. And art was the thing I was not good at. I struggled big time in art.
You have several traits of like giftedness, like according to academic literature.
I'd like to think so.
Yeah.
I'm succeeding. And I actually had to be in tutorials when I was in elementary school, though.
Why?
I was bad at math and reading.
Oh my God. So this is exactly what I was talking about. I'm getting one fired up, but two just like passionate because I've had, I don't know if you caught any of this conversation about the giftedness.
Vaguely through the window.
Lots of people have, giftedness is done in education very poorly. They're set aside from the other students because there are a lot of traits that they have in common, but far too often they're lumped into a class together where they can't succeed because it's dedicated to a certain subject where some of the gifted students aren't gifted in that subject, or
Yeah, right.
it can go as far as even their giftedness masks a learning disability that they have.
Yeah, that makes sense.
And UNT, oh man, I can't believe I'm plugging UNT right now, but they have a master's degree track in gifted education.
Really?
In the College of Education, yeah. And
Cool.
they have several classes and stuff with discussion boards with, people that were raised in the GT tracks,
Cool. Wow.
or parents that have had kids that were raised in the GT track, or teachers that have had GT kids. And so they get to talk about the inconsistencies in education and where people went wrong and why, because there's a reason why everybody resonates so well whenever gifted kid bingo comes up on,
yeah.
have you seen it? Do you-
I think so. I have.
And it's not done the way it should be. But that's my opinion on lots of things in education, which is not okay. But,
Yeah, I was not a gifted GT kid
Right.
when it came to really they only looked at you in art, which
Yeah.
made me upset because when we first started talking about GT, it was like 3rd grade, and that's like weird elementary school time when you're about to start taking the STAR test,
Right.
or I guess it was the tax test back then. Oh, weird.
Oh, yeah. That dates us.
Yeah, right. Yeah. So when I remember they would call up the GT kids during a part of the day, and when I finally figured out that it was for gifted and talented students, it hurt me. It made me really upset as a student that I was not considered gifted and or talented.
Yeah.
But I was already excelling in music. I was part of Music Memory, UIL. I don't know if you guys had that in your schools. They
Yes.
they play a piece and you have to name the title and the
Yep.
composer down to the punctuation, which that's
Yeah.
what got me every time. I was like, does this one have a comma? Anyways, I don't remember it. I don't remember much of those pieces. But I did it, and I really I placed every year in that, and I was really good at it. And then they did an after-school choir program. I was telling Chantal because Chantal didn't remember this was a thing, but our music teacher picked out the best. Take that for a grain of salt.
Yeah.
But she picked out some students, and she formed an after-school choir program and performed at there was a Memorial Day service, I think, or Veterans Day thing.
We had one. of those
I don't
too.
remember, but it was we left school and we got to go to this community thing on a weekend.
That's
and
so cool.
I got to sing for them, and we sang "America the Beautiful" or something like that. I don't remember exactly, but my mom was so proud because I was considered gifted and talented in that moment.
Yeah.
Because I was chosen to do that, and I remember because it was in our small little town, so my mom got to go and see me sing my little song, and I enjoyed it. That was my first moment performing music. So actually, now that I think about it. But yeah, I don't like the thought of GT because
Yeah.
I remember as a student feeling hurt.
Right.
But I also felt both ends of I get to be in the after school program choir. But
Right.
then there was a part of me that was like, I'm not smart. What do you mean?
Yeah.
I thought I was smart. My mom always said I was smart. Now I'm in college and I'm doing great. Thanks.
And a lot of those decisions that were made, depending on who got in and who didn't,
Yeah.
a lot of those decisions were masked and corrupted by things like
Neurodivergence.
neurodivergence, discipline issues, even socioeconomic status, and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And it's you would have a gifted kid that's very, very proficient and everything, but they just have trouble at home and they're falling asleep in class all the time.
Yep.
Yeah, that sucks.
It just thinking back, sad.
It is
It's the
sad
educator in me.
because that's you see that a lot, and you don't realize.
Yeah.
Sometimes you don't even realize what a kid's struggling through.
Yeah.
Yep.
Like, I don't know. I experienced some things in middle school that, my family knew what was going on, but my teachers didn't even think twice about it.
Exactly.
And I was slacking in classes at some point, and then I was also doing a lot of athletics. I was doing a lot
Yeah.
of cheer and band.
Mm-hmm.
So they were just like, they overlooked it. Oh, she's just active.
Yeah.
When really there was a deeper thing behind that. And, as an educator, I want to be able to see those things.
Right.
Mm-hmm. It's big. Yeah, that's a big influence for me too.
Yeah. I remember being a kid, and there was moments when I was like, this teacher does not care about me.
Mm-hmm.
But I want to be the teacher that's like, I want to care for every single one of my students.
Yeah.
That puts a lot on you as a person, but like,
It's better. You're better for it.
yeah, exactly.
Exactly. I had a lot of. I was both. I moved schools a lot. I went to 7 schools, which was for a lot of different reasons, and a lot of different outliers affected that. But every school I went to had either a PAT program, which is for elementary school, what they called the sort of gifted and talented program.
Do you know what PAT stood for?
No. I wish I could say.
I will
It's
look that up.
I think talented is the T, but I'm not sure. I don't
Sure.
think that's correct.
Yeah.
I that might be it. I'm just guessing from GT.
Continue.
They had a PAT program or they had a GT program.
PAT?
PAT.
Gotcha.
PAT.
Sure.
Now it's called REACH. Something different, I believe.
Oh.
But I remember in first grade doing the test for it and not getting in. And I was pretty crushed by that. I remember it affected my performance in school a lot, thinking about the fact that people did not think I was smart. Looking back, I now know more of why. I have taken medication for ADD. I was diagnosed with ADD when I was a junior or a senior in high school. I don't remember which one.
Interesting. Yeah.
But I was always lumped into the PAT and GT program. What? What's it stand for?
Promising aptitudes and tendencies.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Okay.
I think it's a lot of the tests we did were very, very logic based. There was a lot of figuring it out for yourself. We did architecture projects.
Oh, I think we did something like that in
Yeah.
like 5th grade. I was they did that as like a small groups kind of test, and I got put with not to be mean, but all the dumb kids. And I was like, why am I here?
Let's be clear about something as well. Gifted and talented in no way does it mean smart,
No.
intelligent, and successful in school.
Correct.
But it's so dangerous because that's what kids are led to believe.
Yeah. That's the exact problem.
Exactly.
with it.
That's
one-
why you shouldn't name it gifted and talented.
Yeah, no, you shouldn't name it anything with what you shouldn't even call it anything that makes it seem like those kids are better than these kids.
The tendency for the group of people that get lumped into gifted and talented, to call it gifted and talented is also patronizing for the people that are in the group, because a lot of people that end up getting lumped into this class have autism or neurodivergent in some way or have some sort of learning disability, and to put them in a group that looking back on it now, it almost feels mocking that I was in this group, because I remember suffering immensely from the problems I was facing when I was going through classes like math, or things of that sort, and being like, well, I don't really feel gifted or talented because I struggle so immensely in these classes. Just thinking about the fact that it's a different track meant for people that might think or learn differently. You can't, to call it, gifted and talented, it feels very patronizing for everybody involved, even if you're not in it.
Yeah, I agree with you.
You need to change it.
Yeah,
change it.
that needs to be different.
You know that Mulaney bit that's like, we split up into 2 teams, and the first team was the Blue Angels. You know what we were called? We called our team Team 2.
Team B or something
Team
like
B,
that.
yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, but it's in our PAT program. I remember the test. I remember taking it was an intelligence quotient test that we took, which I did not know it was an intelligence quotient test until a few years ago when I put it together, that it was an intelligence quotient test. But first of all, that's a very inaccurate test
Yeah.
to give elementary schoolers or anyone really. It's very culturally biased. I remember. Oh, I'm sorry, I'm talking a little bit
Yep.
quiet. It's very culturally biased because there's a lot of reading involved, a lot of comprehension.
Yeah. I didn't even think about it that way.
There's a lot of
Sorry. Good point.
yeah. So those who may have English as a second language
Yeah.
may struggle to understand some of the questions right away, especially at that young of an age for
Yeah,
people
right.
that are just picking up English, or people that have not had 10 years to learn English. It's just very, and of course they've made versions now that's not nearly as culturally biased, that revolve around numbers and shapes instead. But even then, some people just might not get it right away.
Yep.
Yeah.
You shouldn't be testing people based on something as subjective. You shouldn't be testing people over something as subjective as that. So sorry.
Yeah.
That, and I know that they made, like, of course there's a GT class for this and a GT class for this, but it's not like you could just take one of them. Like, I remember being required to take 2 or more. If I was going to be in the GT program, I had to be in 2 or I had to be in none. And that's just how it was.
Interesting.
And then getting into
Goofy.
7th grade, I had to be in 3 or I had to be in none. And then in
Goofy.
8th
What?
grade, I had to be in 4, which was all or none.
What the heck?
And of course, there was AP classes, and then there were GT AP when you got up into high school. And it was frowned upon to take the AP classes. Like, people were like, oh, if you take the AP classes, you're dumb. What?
That's how it was that way. It was looked upon that way with our dual credit classes compared to AP.
Yeah.
When dual credit was the absolute
The
smarter
smarter
way
way
to
to
go.
go.
Any high schoolers watching this, do dual
dual
credit.
credit.
Dual
Yeah.
credit,
compared
dual
to
credit.
AP.
I
AP is
regret
a
it.
scam.
Yeah, I
Screw the
regret it.
college board.
Yeah. No,
I regret
for
it every
real.
day. Not doing dual credit.
Yeah, right?
I'm very behind because I could have been getting college credit for some of the courses, or at least more. I could have been way more advanced.
Yeah, right.
And be passing through some of these classes.
I
versus-
did almost entirely dual credit. I had all my sciences out of the way. I did have to take a science because of my degree plan, but whatever. I had all my sciences, all my maths, all my histories, like almost all of my core out of the way. But when I got to college, and it saved me a lot of money in the long run.
Not only that, it's the only reason that most people do it to get ahead. It's the only reason I'm graduating on time.
Yeah,
Like in 4
because
years. So,
There's so many
Yeah.
core classes that you have to take. So
I'm graduating late because I didn't have I took AP classes. I
Yeah.
had I had 34 hours of college credit when I came here, and I'm still graduating late because of the fact that I didn't knock out core classes when I could have.
yeah, I get you.
And so, especially if you're doing even like with the STEM track, it might be a little bit different.
Yeah.
But the fact that we're music ed, our classes that are required to take are very, very focused on fine arts and doing
Right.
education specialty classes and doing methods classes. It's very hard for us to find the time to take the core classes. If you are thinking about doing a fine art or if you're thinking about focusing on fine art for college, do dual credit.
Yes, I 100% agree. I was going to add in something, but I forgot. Sorry.
Doodle credit, read your lease, and
Read your lease.
read your lease before you sign it.
Read
I
your
don't
lease.
think I reread my lease when I well, when I renewed,
Okay.
I'm moving I'm not even moving in. I'm staying in the same apartment.
Yeah.
Um,
Read your lease.
but I didn't read my lease for a second time.
And
That's something that I learned
That's
the
another.
hard way. So
always have paper towels.
always had paper towels.
We have paper towels right next to the sink.
Thank God. That's why we're doing so well.
Yeah.
and get your car washed.
Oh gosh, I
Like,
have
actually.
What do you mean?
I have
It
Get-
rains.
I have a
The
Buc-ee's
inside, too.
car wash waiting for me. I bought it like a month ago. I did. I was like, when you go get gas at Buc-ee's, they're like, save 10 cents a gallon if you buy a car wash. And I was like, yes. So I did
10
it.
cents for $9. Perfect.
Yeah, right. It's a scam. Anyway, don't do that.
Wait until June or July
Yeah.
to do that.
Don't-
because you're in tornado season right now. So.
Yeah, exactly. Every time I think I'm like, I need to go wash my car, it's like, hey, that's supposed to rain this weekend.
Yeah.
I'm like, why am I here?
The outer part of the car can be saved. You
Yeah.
don't have to. You don't necessarily have to get a car wash, but
Vacuum your
you
car.
need to do the interior. This is like for those who are not on the right path when it comes to knowing about cars. Do the interior.
Yeah.
At least get it cleaned or vacuumed or something, because you're going to realize when you go to sell your car that like your seats are in bad shape.
Yep.
Or you need to make sure that you take care of your dashboard, because when you crack it, or
Yeah.
when you get interior damage, you lose thousands of dollars.
Yeah, right. Take care of your car, folks,
Absolutely.
so that
Take
you
care
can
of your
get a
car.
new car.
I need to fix my door handle.
What happened to your door handle?
So there's the mechanism on the interior. The outside door handle works just fine, but my interior door handle has a notch that a cable hooks onto to open the door. And sometimes with Chevy Cobalts, the cable can sort of slip out of place, or it can fall out of a notch, because it's just like a little hook that's hooked onto the door handle, and you pull it, and it
yeah.
pulls the cable. And so it's a really finicky thing. I just recently started working on cars and doing like small repairs, like oil changes, and getting to know where, your catalytic converter and, other buzzwords that make mechanics sound smart.
I don't know.
So
Sorry.
I started learning like the anatomy of a car and knowing how the pieces sort of fit together and seeing how finicky it is. It's no wonder cars don't break more often than they do.
Yeah.
Long story short, I can't open my car from the inside, so now every time I have to open my car, I have to roll down the window and reach outside like a
Aw.
dummy. So
That's okay.
Yeah.
It gives your car some character.
yeah,
Yeah.
those aren't defects; they're personality traits.
Yeah.
Yeah.
My car's
Me
name
too.
is Tabitha.
I didn't know.
Yeah, I named her Tabitha when the second day I got her. My friends helped me name her. I was like, I'm gonna name my car, and they're like Tabitha, and I was like, okay,
Sure.
yeah,
Yeah.
that sounds cool. My mom would call her Tabby, which I thought was funny.
Tabby.
Anytime she drove my car, she's like, come on, Tabby, let's go. Like, because sometimes I have a Kia Soul. For those of you who don't know who I am, I'm sorry. From the bottom of my heart, I'm sorry. I will admit, she has done me well.
They're good cars.
I don't drive my Kia Soul like a sports car. I am not a super aggressive driver.
That's how to save your car.
Yeah, exactly.
Revving it all the time.
So, yeah. I got her my junior year of high school, and I've had her since. And she's been in one accident. I got rear-ended on a bridge. That sucked.
Ooh, the worst place.
Yeah, I got
that's really scary.
It was. I was in a small town, the one where I live.
Was it on the Llano Bridge?
Yeah, it was on the Llano Bridge.
Ooh.
I got rear-ended right at the edge of it, and I actually have a fear of water and bridges.
Yeah.
It's a deep fear that I've developed over many years, mainly because I'm scared that my car is gonna fall off the bridge and that I can't get out of my car. Like it's a genuine fear. So I got rear-ended, and then the old guy was like, "We don't need to call the cops," and I was like, "Okay." Like a dummy, always get law enforcement
Yeah.
there, it's because if not, they can claim something against you and tell lies.
Did they?
No, they didn't.
Okay.
They didn't. Luckily, this guy was like, I'm just driving through. I'm trying to get to the track meet. My kid's about to play. My kid's about to run." And I was like, okay. I was like, I'm a student. What am I supposed to do? Like, not believe him? So I was like, okay, yeah. And then I called my mom, and my mom yelled at me, and she was like, go to the police department right now. I got his insurance and everything.
Good.
Everything was fine. The only thing he didn't, or we had trouble processing, was like medical bills, because I went to the ER because I like,
Did you get whiplash or something?
yeah, I got whiplash really bad.
Oh, God.
But lucky for me, that's really the worst of that. I've taken good care of my car, and I'm proud to say that. She is kind of broken on the bottom, but we don't have to talk about that one. She's fine.
she's broken on the bottom?
What? I hit a dead deer going 70 miles an hour.
Oh my!
You hit a what?
A dead animal.
Going
a dead
how
the
fast?
speed limit. It was okay. It sounds really bad. It really just sounds like I just plowed into this animal without being like just
It
like
was dead.
Oops. Yes, it was already dead. It was in the road. It was not like that. I was on my way to school one morning. There was a car in front of me. There was a car behind me, and there was a car directly next to me.
Oh, so you didn't.
So
really
I
have a choice.
had no choice.
Yeah.
I literally could not like swerve out of the way. The smartest thing to do in that moment was just take.
Yep.
So I did. There's not like severe damage. It's gotten worse over the years, but it's nothing like horrible. She still runs fast. She makes a weird noise when I turn sometimes when I'm like oopsies, and
Character.
I'm just she has a little funky personality. I don't know what to say.
Yeah.
But that was the only. Yeah, I try to take care of her. I've done better than my brother. Shout out to Corey who tuned in
Corey,
earlier.
yeah.
Scone time?
Is it scone time?
Sure.
What
I
is
think it's scone time.
Every week we roll a d20 to see how well our scones are baked this week.
It's called rolling for scones.
Called rolling for scones.
Oh, cool. I didn't know this was a segment. I have never stayed this long.
Mine are really average.
What are your scones right now?
7.
7?
Pass it on. Or I guess you can.
Well,
just
no,
roll.
I'm gonna give
Okay.
Amber the
Yeah.
metal die.
Sound like Michael Jackson just now.
Cool.
Yep.
This is a nice die.
Roll well with it.
What if I don't? Does it mean I like die? Or
Your
something?
scones are bad.
No, it just means your scones are bad.
I don't eat scones.
You bake them.
Yeah.
I don't bake scones.
So,
You do now.
we'll see.
I got a
Oh, pretty good scones.
Good for your first time.
Wow.
All right.
I'm learning how to bake
We'll
scones.
see how good my scones are. 9.
Yeah, Amber's the scone winner for today.
Yay!
Good job, Amber. That's
awesome.
Thank you. I'm happy. I hope my scones stay well.
Clark just got back on and said, Trent, I just texted you a one-shot question.
Thanks,
Clark, quick.
Clark.
What are your scones, man?
Roll for scones, Clark. Quick. Roll for scones. And then let us
Cool.
know.
Thanks. Dice and collecting dice are very fun if you ever want to get into the hobby.
Oh.
It's fun. I have some really cool dice. The ones that I got him have an arrowhead inside. Yeah.
Yeah, hold on. So the best roll you can get on a D20 is a 20.
Mm-hmm.
And
That makes sense.
if you look at the 20th side, there's an arrowhead underneath.
Wow, that is so cool.
Oh, no.
What'd he roll?
A 19.
Oh no, Clark is the scone winner.
No, but I'm here.
Yeah, you're here. Clark is
So,
the
he's
chat scone
disqualified.
winner, but you're the scone winner.
I beat you again, Clark. I'm
we-
just kidding.
So the stream's a little bit behind, and I think we just said that Amber is the scone winner, and Clark just said, no, she is not.
No, she is not. That's what they said to you in the hamburger line. No, you cannot.
No, you cannot.
No, you cannot.
No, you cannot.
Oop, that's the wrong thing. Got to edit the scone winner, and then we'll be good.
Okay.
Yay.
Hooray.
Go scones.
Go scones. I'm just going to say that Amber won anyway.
Good. 'cause
Clark can
I'm
yell and
special
rant
guest.
about it in the chat as much as he wants.
Clark, we can go to D-Bat and fight it out.
Oh, that's good.
Hit some dingers.
Hit some.
Yeah.
Dinger dice.
Dinger dice. We didn't think about that. Dang it.
Oh,
Dinger
we
dice.
didn't. I didn't even talk about my catch.
You had a cool catch.
I played shortstop at our last game, and it was the first hit from the opposing team. Hit it onto the right side of shortstop. If you don't know baseball, shortstop is in between second and third base. So it was hit on my right side, and I leaped, and your glove is on your left hand if you're right-handed. Reached across and snagged that thing out of the air. It was amazing. And then I jumped up and down. The umpire thought I was having a heart attack. I was so excited. It was the coolest moment of my life.
Yeah.
I was
It was great.
it was. Nothing got past me that game unless it was way over my head. But for the most part,
I think I made a home out that game.
Yeah.
I made one. I know I made one. I would have loved to have a catch, like a real, authentic catch during a game. But
Clark said he's never tuning in again.
excuse me.
Can you give us a real quick tour to end it?
Sure. So of course we've got the Doodle Day. Here we go. Sorry.
Almost lost it all.
Got the Doodle Day 5 logo with our lovely friend Amber.
Yeah.
That's my overall skirt.
Overall skirt. And then the moms of Doodle Day, which is Amber's mom, Sonia. This is Leanne, which is Trent's mom, and featuring the dog Lucy. And then my mom's name is Cecily.
I took a picture to
Oops, too far.
show my mom tomorrow.
And then new fit, Marshall got a haircut today.
Yay!
And so
Yeah.
he looks amazing. He looks very dapper, and he's got a scarf. Not a scarf.
Bandana.
A bandana.
It has little puppy dogs on it. Sorry, that's a detail that we missed. But
Our friend, was it Rachel that asked this?
yes,
Our friend
I think so.
Rachel asked us to draw.
Reese.
Oh, Reese, yeah.
So sorry. Yeah, Reese asked us to draw us as our favorite animal. Trent's favorite animal is a capybara. Amber likes a cow and a goat. And so I drew a goat. And then I like a few animals, but I chose to draw a parrot this time around.
Clark said, Savannah, for the love of God, save the file.
No. I can't save the file because I don't want to show personal drawings.
That's right.
So I have to wait until after to save file.
Kroger.
Kroger, which is Ozzy and Amber's new son, Kroger.
Yes, he's a child. The child from The Mandalorian.
And then I drew all of our favorite Animal Crossing characters. Amber's is Tia, Trent's is Isabella, and mine is Flora, who looks like she has died. And she always looks
man.
like that. That's why I love her so much, that she just has no thoughts.
And she's supposed to look like a flamingo.
Yeah, she's a flamingo. I think it's so cool because all the rest of them are like ostrich. And she's like, yeah, flamingo.
I have Blanche, who is actually an ostrich.
Oh,
like
man.
her character design is ostrich. So I want to get rid of her so bad. If anybody wants Blanche, please take her.
Savannah, thank you for the tour, and thank you for doing such a great job.
Of course. Thank you
Drawing.
guys
As
for
always.
joining me. It's
Yeah.
very, very exciting to do this every Saturday.
Yeah.
And of course, for those who are listening or who will listen in the future, we do this every Saturday, anywhere from usually 9 to 10.
9 to 10.
Please.
Depending on Bath.
Yeah, depending on Bath and Body.
Oh my God.
Dude, every day we're going to get another syllable closer. And bomb pops. My favorite kind of popsicle. Bomb pops.
And Amber, thanks for being on this week. I know
Yes.
it's a little past our bedtimes.
Yeah, it's
but
past my bedtime. I've been going to bed at like 10:30,
Yeah.
11 o'clock. But I've been going
fun.
and working out. Tune back to the beginning of this, and you can
Hear about
find
that.
out
Yeah.
why I've been working out.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So this has been another week of Doodle Day. Thank you again for watching. We'll see you next time.
Bye, friends.
Have a lovely night.
Good night.
Bye.
Bye.